What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host, Josh, and we're here for our first live watch-through. I had a lot of you guys telling me to do this, and I thought, why not? It sounds fun. So before because the lineups are going out right now, before we get into a little conversation, I'm just going to take a look at Augsburg's lineup here. It looks like Andre Haas is starting over Vargas, I'm assuming because he scored last one. We see Kadira Caligiuri as well in the midfield with Gregorowitz, and Florian Niederlechner is up front. Not a bad Augsburg team, honestly. Niederlechner is probably going to cause us a bit of trouble. He's a pretty solid striker. He didn't have the greatest couple of seasons, but then last year with Augsburg, I think he put up like 13 goals. Their goalie, Gigovic, is also pretty strong with Iago and Framberg on the wings, are also pretty decent. But our lineup, I was pretty close to my predictions. We went again with the 3-4-1-2. The back three stays the same with Chan, Hummels, and Akanji. Paslak, a lot of us wanted him to start, but looks like Guerrero is going to take it along with Witzel, Bellingham, Meunier, with the top three of Gio, Sancho, and Holland. So that's a little curious. I know a lot of people on Twitter was pretty bummed out that Brandt's not in it, and I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments if you guys were pretty bummed out that he didn't start. It's hard because Bellingham and Witzel are creating a nice little partnership in the middle, but a lot of people are very worried about Brandt. He's already being linked to Leverkusen, and it sucks to play with his quality not being on there, as well as Royce isn't also fit. So I'm excited though for this game. As you guys know, our Augsburg games have been crazy in the past. The two big ones come to mind was Erling Haaland's debut substitute hat-trick, as well as Paco's. Really enjoyed Paco's a few seasons ago, just because that was obviously we were in a title race and we were doing very well there. And he came on and scored a hat-trick, and that last-second free kick was wonderful. So with that little introduction, I'm just going to take a look at some of the comments. Luke Carrier, first one in. I like it. Shout out to you from the U.S. Matty D from Canada. We got BD Core, what up? Not much. Shout out from Mexico, beautiful. We got a few others as well. Perfect. Well, that is nice, but this is kind of cool for me because, as a lot of you guys know, when I started this channel, I mentioned that I'm Canadian. You're gonna have to travel quite some distance from where I live to find another Dortmund fan. And a fun fact here: the last time I watched a Dortmund game with somebody else was in 2018 when I went to Germany to watch them play live with a couple of my buddies. After that, it's me waking up every single morning at 9:30, bugging my girlfriend, throwing on the game, and having a coffee and watching by myself. But today's a little different, because one, it's the first live stream, so I get to talk with you guys, as well as our producers here. He's in the shadows right now, but he'll be making a little appearance at halftime. And it's cool, because it's a beautiful game about football, and it just gets. I figured I never would have the opportunity to watch them play with anybody, just because it's very challenging around at least my area to find someone who actually cares. So doing this channel is absolutely awesome, and I can't wait to talk to you guys and watch the game. But I don't know. We look at history. I think we're in for another high-scoring game. Augsburg usually has a solid defense, usually when they're playing some other Bundesliga teams, I find. But when they play us, for some reason, it's just 6-7 goals. Like, it's crazy. But I don't know. I'm excited for it. I predicted a 3-1 scoreline. I saw a couple other people were thinking the 3-0 type game. They play the 4-4-2, so that's a tough. As a lot of people know nowadays, the 4-4-2 can be a tough formation to kind of break down. But having Guerrero back is a huge boost for us. I was kind of surprised that he was going to start. I thought they would maybe give it to Paslak just because he had that great game in Gladbach. It was a nice comeback story, and I thought in games like Augsburg he might get the start. But no one's going to complain that Rafa's jumping in the lineup. So I'm pretty pumped about that. It'd be cool to see him get going, and yeah. So they got the nice black kits on today. I love it. So I want to know in the comment section what you guys are drinking right now. I made a joke that I'd be having a beer, but I'm not having a beer. I'm having a coffee. So I don't know what time zone you guys are in, but for me, it's bright early 9:30, and I'm sipping on a cup of Joe. But, all right. Now, Andre Hahn's another interesting one because he's been bouncing around a few Bundesliga teams over the years, and I always found him as a pretty solid striker in the box. He's usually pretty good with his head, and depending on set pieces, Daniel Caligiuri, in my opinion, is one of the best deliveries of the ball that you'll find. So I think on the right-hand side there, if they get their two strikers as well as potentially Hahn getting the box, I think that can cause us a little bit of trouble. Hahn's also pretty quick. I mean, he came off the bench last week and put in a half-decent performance, but that's all right. But for us, it's going to be the front three that I'm excited to watch. It's going to be Gio, Sancho, and Haaland, and it's going to be interesting because we got a lot of depth coming off the bench. So I mean, it's nice if we aren't able to make it work against this 4-4-2. We can always bring on a player like Brandt, which is always pretty important, if you ask me, just because he brings a little bit different dimension to the team rather than Bellingham, because he's more of a box-to-box where Brandt can go forward. So that'll be important if we yeah, they do. The away kits do look nice. Those are, if I was gonna get a jersey, I would probably get the black ones. I was on the fence of which one I want to watch, but and do you think we're gonna win against Bayern in the Super Cup? I think Bayern now and I can both agree that we're more than likely going to win the Super Cup. It's the Marco Reus Cup, but no, it'll be interesting. I always like watching the Super Cup. A lot of people think it's just like a glorified exhibition game, but I any chance to win some silverware, I think is something that you should take seriously. That's my opinion. I always like watching the games over the years and seeing how we do. And we usually play Bayern when we play it, so it's usually pretty fun. But Bayern now has joined the chat, and he's pretty well liked on Twitter. He likes trolling Dortmund fans. He's kind of like our James to Man United fans. So it's good to see him jump on here. Do you think us and them are going to play their best players for the Super Cup? I do. I think that Favre wants to win it. I think, like, if you saw him play the team last year, there was a few players that didn't start right off the bat, but I know Paco was up front last year when we won, and they were pumped. And if you looked at some of the celebrations last year, Favre was just glancing into Marco Reus's eyes. It was beautiful. But I think that they're going to go hard, and then I know Bayern is, because Bayern just likes to win everything they possibly can. That Super Cup game was fantastic. Both teams really wanted it, so I think they're going to take this Super Cup just as well. But I'm excited to watch that game as well, and to always get one over on Bayern is it's a thumbs up for me. But we're underway here. It's beautiful that we can watch this now with all the Bundesliga rights going around in the States and even in Canada. It's awesome. I used to have to stream games and just get frustrated halfway through the game because it would die on me, but I'm watching it live right now, and I'm actually pretty excited about it. So with that, I'm just going to do a little bit of commentary and see how we do. So right off the get-go, looks like we're lining up with, obviously, the 3-4-1-2, but Gio looks pretty deep to me right now. Got the ball moved over, Bellingham with a nice run, and it goes out for a throw. I think Jude's going to be an important player for us this year, if you ask me. I wouldn't expect him to get in right away, especially over Brandt. I just thought Brandt had such a good season last year. He'd probably take this season into his own stride and get a start. But in my opinion, the 3-4-3 formation, unless the 3-4-1-2, isn't really a formation for Brandt. I think a 4-2-3-1 and him playing as one of the attacking midfielders is more suitable for him. And I think if Bellingham keeps putting up these typical box-to-box performances alongside Witzel, it's going to be hard for him to break in. And I think it's going to upset a lot of Dortmund fans. So it's kind of annoying, but I do like Brandt a lot. I really hope he can find his way in, but it's so tough. We have so much depth, and it's going to be tricky to see who we can kick out here. But Augsburg looks like they're going on the break, and nice little ball. And there's that pace that we're going to have to be careful about with Andre Hahn, because if he gets behind Guerrero, he turned it over. But if he gets behind Guerrero, it's going to cause us some problems. I love Guerrero, but I mean, I think he's just so much more deadly going forward than he is, obviously, in the defensive areas of the game. So he's going to be a one to kind of watch for this game. But Augsburg looks like they're coming at us kind of hot, but Sancho picks it up and finds Witsel. Over to Guerrero. Nice passing play, boys. And then Gio, nice foul. Applauso. Gio's another good one that I'm excited for. So watching that goal last year just showed quality that this kid had. But for me, watching players going in and trying to take a corner kick and trying to take the free kick and wanting to get on the ball just shows how much they want to get involved in the game. Oh, nice touch. Holland. Oh, find him. Munier. Bellingham. Oh, good effort. Good build-up play. That was good. We're coming off. We got some nice passing plays right now, which I like to see. Bellingham is a beauty. Just a beauty. Sancho has a couple nice touches there and walk through. That is nice. That's some good play. Attaboy. The pace of Hummels. Attaboy. I do like seeing the armband on Hummels. I know that switching back and forth through Bayern, a lot of people didn't really want him to wear that armband again, but I think it suits him. I think when Royce isn't on, I like seeing the armband on Hummels. Watching him in a back three formation is just so much fun. He's so good on the ball. Like it's like the quarterback position. He just waits everyone to kind of break where the positions that they want, and he can just pick out a pass, and it's so nice coming from the back. Munier breaks down the side. He's taking a look and gives the ball away, but they give it right back to us. Gio gets taken. We're doing good. We got a lot of pressure on them, and we keep retaining the ball back, and that's awesome. Sancho finds... Oh, give it away. That's all right. Augsburg's going to try to slow the play down here because we had a lot of pressure coming at them. But the front three is pressing pretty well. Like, they're not giving Augsburg any time on the ball. Nice little ball. Intercepted. What do you guys think of Akanji? Because I know a lot of people last year were getting pretty upset that some of his performance... I didn't think he was obviously as bad as people were thinking last year, but I think right now he's stepping up his game. And I think he's going to have to be that defensive rock that we're going to need in the back three right now, because we know how much Hummels and Chan like to play out from the back. And we need someone who needs to just have that defensive awareness all around. And I think that's going to be Akanji. Must be pretty chilly there. Yeah. Yeah, it looks... I guess I don't honestly know the temperature in Germany, but there is a lot of the long sleeves there. Except for Witsel, because he's a freaking animal. Chan finding Munier. I think Thomas Munier is going to be surprising this year. I think losing Akanji, as a lot of you guys would know, last year was just going to sting. I loved watching Guerrero and Akanji are in. Oh, nice pass. Munier. Oh, come on. Nice block. Witsel. Oh! Nice shot. That was a nice shot from Axel. Graywest had a nice save there as well. Look at that, on the volley. Nice save. A lot of people I was seeing on Twitter was talking up Augsburg's goaltending, and, well, not a bad start. It was a nice save there. So I'm curious to see if Gio's going to go grab the corner, and he is. That's what I love to see. I love it. He's 17 years old, and he's like, you know what, I'm going to take the corners. I got the... Oh, nice block. That's right, I think that's another one. It is. It just shows confidence. And when you're 17 years old and you're breaking into the Bundesliga, I think it's fantastic just to be able to come out there with confidence and just show that you're a leader. And he plays right where Marco Reus's position is, and I love it. I want to see big things from Gio this year. Puts in a nice ball there. Cleared out to Sancho. Puts it back, and we regroup. Kanji. Munier. Nice touch. Oh, no, that was Guerrero. I was going to say, that was way too slick to be Munier. Nice touch. Sancho breaks down the side, taking a look. Ran out of room. We're coming on. I think it's a good start so far. The Augsburg game can always be deceivious because you see us always sometimes in the break, and it takes one counterattack for this team to get us down, and that's tough. So I think the boys are coming on pretty strong right now. Berkey is breaking up from the back and finds Thomas Munier. Bellingham. Are you guys surprised of Bellingham's ability to adapt to this team right now? I mean, I know we shouldn't be surprising seeing the youngsters that are able to come into this team, but I mean, I just knew that he was a young talent, and I mean, when we brought Sancho over, he played a little bit in our second team before he was able to make it up to the first team and take over. But Bellingham came in with stride, and he looks fantastic. Oh, gave that away. And we regroup. All right. Okay. I like the fans are getting back in the stadium right now. There's nothing more that I want to do than head back to Germany and watch a game. But I mean, I don't want to go until the stadiums are full, because going and watching a game live is one of the coolest things that I've ever done. It just shows you why this team is just so well loved, and the atmosphere that they have, and I want to go back so badly, and it just kills me to know that it could be years before we get a full attendance in the building. But Augsburg's on the break. Nice ball in, cut out by Guerrero there, boy. And we're reversing. I love watching Guerrero on the ball. He's just so tricky. He looks like he's going one way, and just a nice little touch to the other. Easily breaks up the play. It's honestly wonderful. But we do have something fun for you guys coming up, though. We have Producer T coming in at halftime, but we also have Producer T going head-to-head in a little BBB quiz against my girlfriend next week. So I hope you guys enjoy that. We set a light goal for about 100. It was a little unrealistic, but we smashed our previous like record, so Taylor and Meg both agreed to come on. So we're going to test them and see who's the real true BBB fan soon. So that should be pretty fun. Nice touch. Sancho's with the ball. Finds Guerrero, back to Sancho. The thing I really like about the front three is that they're all over the place. Because like we know that Sancho's obviously probably more of a natural winger than he is playing through the middle. But ever since they've switched into the 3-4-1-2, I find between really Gio Reyna and Sancho that they drift back, they come and collect the ball because both of them want the ball more than anything else, while Holland's in the middle just waiting to touch it in. But alright, Luca, how are you playing? We're playing pretty good. We've had a lot of possession right now and a lot of nice passing plays. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, the beautiful play. Yeah, we're playing good. I like the passing we're doing right now. Sancho, and like I was just mentioning, Sancho and Reyna keep dropping back and collecting the ball and building the play up themselves, and that's what I love to see. It's the kind of players like you see Neymar and Messi do when you watch them play. Even though they're technically wingers, they love dropping in, picking up space in the pocket, and leading the break themselves. And it's awesome when you see both Gio and Sancho want to do this. Oh, nice ball. Shit. Shoot. Fudge. Nice save. Berkey, and Florian's gonna be dangerous. He makes clever runs. He's definitely a finisher, and it looks like he might have been offside. He was offside, so wouldn't have counted either way. But still shows that Berkey's alert because he's strong. He just literally shoved Akanji off pretty easily there. But he's gonna be someone dangerous that we got to watch out from. But that was all right. But we're playing good. We're having a lot of possession. We just need to find one, because in games like this, as we all know against Augsburg, if we don't put one in the back of the net right away, it can be kind of a nervy game. And I put on Twitter that I was excited to see another crazy game, and everyone's saying, no, why crazy? Like, we want to win 5-0. I was like, you know what? Fair. All right, what else do we have here? A lot of people are watching under Brandt's mistakes and misplays, but I think he's the best and usually win. I think he's second right. True. Yeah, I think Brandt and probably Pasek actually will come on for the first two subs for us. I think Brandt's going to come on just because we want to see him obviously get a good amount of playing time, and as well as Pasek I think will come on because I don't think Guerrero's going to be able to play the full game. I'm excited to see when Pasek comes on. Honestly, Augsburg's playing in that 4-4-1-2 type formation, but they've been very congested. It just shows their average positions, and they're right through the middle. They're making it very hard for us to break them down. But the boys are playing pretty well. They're passing the ball around pretty nicely, and it's going to be a matter of time before we're able to open them up. Missed the first minute so far. What minute are you at? I need a stream. I am at 11 minutes and 38 seconds right now. So, I mean, I'm watching it live, but I think our stream's probably just a little behind as they tend to be, so hopefully I'm not too off you guys if you're able to sync it. But right now, 11 minutes, 50 seconds if you guys want to sync up. But we're playing good. Guerrero, he brings so much to the team. And it's just that creativity in a fun position. Like I was mentioning, watching him last year, I mean, it's so funny that he plays in a defensive position because he's such an offensive threat. He's so clever on the ball. And he's so much fun to watch. And looking at Dortmund's, I want to see their average position, see where they are, because Augsburg was so congested. Yeah, they're spread. Like Guerrero, his average position barely changed. They're playing a little more to the left. Meunier hasn't touched the ball quite as much as Guerrero did because Guerrero's our attacking outlet. I mean, if we're going to fly up the field, we'll probably go up to the left rather than through the right, just because getting him in the play is going to be so important going forward. But Meunier does have the ball now, and he's breaking down on the right. Finds Bellingham. Nice ball back. Through the middle. Oh, intercepted. That's all right. It was a good play. We're definitely finding a trend, though, of them going up the side. Like I mentioned, like Augsburg is they're playing defensive. They're like a 4-5-1/4-4-1-1. They're gonna be congested. They're gonna make it very hard. They want us to play through the side because they have a lot of players that are good in the air. So it's gonna be tricky. See if we're gonna be able to break through that congested defense in midfield. But they're playing well. They have their corners so far. I think this is their third corner of the game. Renier puts it in. It's cleared out. It's alright. Oh, Witzel just takes the guy out. No foul. I like it. Alright, Kanji puts it back. Back to Hummels. BBB. Just a 30-second delay. Wonderful. Alright. Here comes Gio. Finds Bellingham. Look how congested that midfielder is, man. Like, Bellingham is all alone. He's got 4 white shirts on him. We're going to have to do a little bit more link-up play together. We can't be as spread out if we're going to want to build something out, because that's what can happen on the break. That was a good run back by Jadon Sancho. United thinks they're getting him. I love it. But they're not. The guy is staying, and he's going to be in for a big season again. But look how deep he is. He's supposed to be playing as the second striker, but he's right down by the mids right now. And it is something I like seeing with Jadon and Reina dropping deep, but I think it's going to be important trying to break these guys down because they're just leaving spaces on the wings. Nice ball. Come on. Rene's got it. Puts it over to Meunier. Taking a look. Emre Can. Oh, nice block. Emre Can can deliver a nice ball into the box too. You notice a lot of times with him when he likes coming forward, obviously because he's more of a center defensive mid than he is a center back, but that can offer a little bit extra to us because right there, I mean, he comes so far into the attack. He can put in good balls as well, so that's a nice little addition we have to the team, in my opinion. But here comes Witzel. Over to Hummels. Takes a nice look at that. See, that's what. Oh, I misjudged it. But that's what I like about Hummels' game, is that he likes picking out those crazy passes because he's got the quality to be able to do it. If Guerrero was just have a second quicker right now, and maybe there's a little, he's just getting back fit, maybe Hummels just misread him, or maybe it was just a bad pass. But those kind of balls are dangerous, and it's the reason why Mats Hummels is just a very unique defender, in my opinion. He brings so much more possession so far, controlling the game well. Siva, you're absolutely right, we are. I mean, the only thing, again, that I think Augsburg is going to be able to break us down is when we're going forward and we get crunched up and then they release either Andre Hahn or potentially Gregovic on the break. But right now, I say we're looking pretty good. We do have a lot of the ball, but we're going to put one of these in the back of the net soon because you get itchy waiting to watch them score. But I'm expecting it. I want to see Rafa get up there. Nice ball, Rafa. Bellingham's quick too. That's something else I noticed with his game. He found a nice ball. Oh, what a ball! That was a beautiful pass and well defended. Oh, but it kept in. Witzel puts it back and we regroup. Chan to Witzel. Taking a look. Finds Guerrero. And it's so funny. Guerrero is a left wing back and he's playing well over on... Like, the versatility in this team makes him so fun to watch. And we know Guerrero can play, obviously, up in the midfield as well. I mean, he's so good on the ball. He's easily be a CDM. But, I just think it's funny. He's a left wing back. He's flying over there on the right side and picking up the ball and starting up play himself. It's beautiful. Luca asks, will he do this for every game? Potentially. I don't know if you're here for doing it. But I love this team. This is the whole reason I started this channel. It's been so much fun communicating with you guys right now. I mentioned in a few tweets that we have viewers now from pretty much every continent in the world, six of them. And I think that's fantastic considering that I have to drive about 2 hours probably to find another Dortmund fan around me. So I love doing these streams. I mean, I'll probably continue doing them as long as you guys like coming, you guys like communicating and being a part of the stream, then I'll absolutely keep doing it. Because, like I mentioned, I went pretty much 2 years without watching a Dortmund game with anybody else, and now I have my producer here watching a game with me, and he can jump on at halftime. So I think so. I'll try to do this for as many games as I can. I mean, this is 9:30 my time, so depending on how my Friday night might go, you know, never know. I might come in here and have to suck a couple of these back. But we're playing good. We have a ton of ball, but this has been a problem with Dortmund that I've always found, especially in the last few years. Because I mean, I've had my heart broken so many times with watching this team, especially in that 2019 season. But the thing and the reason that we miss out on titles in some games is that we start off games like this, 18 minutes in, completely dominant. Anyone who's watching this game should say, all right, like Dortmund's going to score soon, and then Augsburg out of nothing comes back and scores a goal, for example. Oh, nice touch, but cleared out. Munir's got it. Come on. And that's just something that it comes, and it's kind of hard with Dortmund, in my opinion, just because we know how good they are at replenishing the squad, but it's always a young squad. We always look for that young talent. So when nice ball. Yeah, cleared. And when we're going for championships out there, you need that quality, and you need those players that, like, it's why Bayern wins so much. They have players who just demand winning. Not that we don't. We're very young, and we're so talented, and they're so much fun to watch. Dortmund is by far my favorite team to watch. So happen to be my favorite team, but they're my favorite team to watch because they're so exciting. But they always have such young players, and some of them just aren't mature enough yet to be able to get through the nitty-gritty. And that 2018-19 season was a perfect example. I mean, I wouldn't have personally expected them to win the league, and they surprised everyone, and Bayern had a poor season. But then just that composure just kind of slipped, and we threw away points that we never should have, and ended up only losing by a couple points. But I mean, if this group can stay together, and I think it's going to be important for especially like Gio. I think Gio loves this club, and I'm seeing rumors about potentially a new contract. And I mean, if we're able to get these we're able to get these players to sign down and build chemistry. I mean, there's no reason we can't challenge for the title and do some stuff in Europe too. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting these young players, but now let's see if they stick. Let's see if we can get Jude and Gio potentially for 5 years. Imagine them 5 years from now. They're 17. Here comes Sancho, finds Bellingham, and I think there's good things in our future. It's such a well-run club, and I mean, I'm having so much fun covering them right now, and I just want to see some big things. So here comes Jaden, finds Munir. Oh, poor touch. It's okay. But look at that. I mean, that's what you like to see. We lost the ball there, and it looks like Augsburg could potentially break, but we had 4 people all around them, and they had to give away a poor ball. So Roy's jersey is fire. Yes, it is. Funny story about that jersey is my grandma, who recently passed, actually gave it to me, but didn't have the heart to tell her that she got it 2 sizes too big, because it was years ago whenever that I got that jersey. I can't remember, but it's one of my first Dortmund jerseys, and I, for Christmas, said, "Grandma, can you get me like Marco Roy's jersey?" And I remember opening it and I was so excited and put it on, and it was a dress, and I was like, God. And I was like, thanks, Grandma. It's perfect. So, I mean, I did wear it because, I mean, it's a beautiful jersey. I love that kit, but I wanted to get a nice little backdrop for the channel, so I figured I would grab that dress, fold it up, and stick it on the wall. So that's why that's there. But jersey means a lot to me because obviously it was a nice gift from my grandma. I actually wore that jersey in the game I went to in Dortmund, so that's pretty cool. That game was that jersey was at a game live, so I think it's pretty cool. Munir is a fraud. Alright. Well, our troll George is jumping into the channel. George is also a YouTuber. He's got the Bayern Now channel. George, I mean, if you're I don't know if I told you this or not, but when I was looking to do this channel, I was looking up to see if other content was like this and kind of try to look at what was out there. And I stumbled across your channel. So I'm not saying you're inspiration to the channel, but it was cool to see that fans from all over the world do this. And I couldn't see anyone doing anything like this for Dortmund, and I'm just like, oh, this is exactly what I want to do. So it was pretty cool to be able to just jump in and have obviously my good friend, my best friend who does audio and video, and he's the producer of the channel, and he's able to make it happen. So But Meunier is not a fraud. George, you are off. You are off. He is the best right back there is between Dortmund and Bayern. Because you guys don't even have a right back. But no, he's playing good so far. I thought between all the games he's played so far, he looks lively. I mean, we're trying to replace. Oh, we just got that as well. Thoughts as Meunier as right wing back. I think he's been awesome. I think between the games he's played, trying to fill Hakimi's position would be like an impossible task. He's just like Guerrero. There's no other right wing back or left wing back in the league that can do him quite like Hakimi. He's just absolute lightning down the right side, where Guerrero brings a little more of that passing element and creativity. But I think Meunier, for the shoes that he had to fill, is playing well. I think he's playing a little more safe than Hakimi would. But he's got a lot of talent. I mean, he's played for PSG. He's played for the Belgian national team. He's a fantastic talent. There's no reason he won't adapt to the system, and he brings that little bit of extra leadership to the team because he's a little bit older now. So I like him so far. Is it offside? I think it was offside. Oh, it was. That was a beautiful ball, though, and that's the dangerous. He does make very intelligent runs, and that was a walk right by Berkey. That would have been a card. That would have been a penalty, and that would have put us. And that's what I mean. Dominate the game, and a chance like that. Holy. But no, we got lucky. Offside. We're safe. Almost had a heart attack. Yes. Yeah, I did too. I don't have the sound on because of copyright issues, so I couldn't tell right away. But it looked like obviously the ref pointed for the offside, so I'm very, very grateful there. So now we got away with him, so let's punish him on the other end. Meunier's got the ball. Finds Chan to Witsel. Nice touch. And Hummels. Now let's see what he's gonna do. Look at the ball on the guy. Like, it's just incredible. He finds those passes. Defines Gio. Nice touch. It was a good workup play again. Okay, maybe Berkey's a fraud. Oh, George. Berkey is an interesting goalie nonetheless. He makes some fantastic saves, and he keeps us in games, and then the odd time he'll make the odd mistake. But I mean, he's been pretty reliable in the past few seasons, and he's really upped his game since that one poor season he did have. But I have no problem with Berkey in goal, and he made a great save already today. Here comes Rafa. Finds Gio. Poor ball. And look at that. Oh, that was a nice touch. Like I say, we had four people all around Florian there, but he was able to make a nice little touch. And like, Augsburg doesn't have anything going forward right now. They have to play. We're making them play wide, and they just don't have the bodies going forward, and they're not going to commit them up because they know if they do, they're going to get countered. But they have a little bit of possession right now. Yeah, another heart attack. A lot of us are struggling right there with that almost pen, but that's what I mean. We need to get one soon. We need to just put some doubts into Augsburg's mind, because it's just breaks like that can really hurt us. And if we want to challenge for the title, we can't let that kind of stuff happen. Foul. We need to break them down early. We need to score that goal. We need to play good defensively and just let the natural attacking element we have to our game take over. But say Hummels got injured, who would be captain with Royce and Piszczek not in the 11? So if Hummels got injured, who would be captain with Royce and Piszczek? In my opinion, if I'm looking at the four players I like, I mean, Royce is our captain, no doubt. Oh, that was a terrible ball, Berkey. What are you doing? Oh. All right, we got lucky there again, Berkey, with poor decision, but we got away with it. Jeez, we're going a little, not playing too well right now. We need to get attaboy. Clear it up, break it out. So my four captains would be Royce, Hummels, Piszczek, and then Witsel. I love what Witzel's brought to this team. I was so excited when we signed him and brought him back from China. She never went there in the first place, but Axel Witsel is unbelievable. He's such a well-liked guy. He's such a dominant force in that midfield, and he's such a leader. And the reason we had that run we did in 2019 is, in my opinion, because of what he brought to the team. Made us so defensively sound, such a leader, and he's I love seeing when he gets the armband. But was another mistake by Berkey. Not that the other one was a mistake, but I mean, it would have been a penalty, but that one was definitely a mistake. Bayern now, or Dortmund buying, nice ball, woo! Are Dortmund buying a center back? I've said multiple times that Dortmund need to buy a center back. If we're playing the 3-4-3 formation, and we have Emre Can, Hummels, and Akanji in there, the only other defenders that we have are Zagadou, as well as Piszczek, who can obviously play in that right center back. And in my opinion, it's just not enough with some injury history that can happen, as well as if we get hurt a little bit in the middle, Chan might move up. We definitely need another center back. I don't know who exactly we're going to target. I've always thrown around Malang Sarr. I'm not fully sure what the deal is with Malang Sarr. He's on loan at Chelsea right now, but he hasn't been given a squad number, and there's been no rumors I've really been able to follow where he's getting linked to. I don't think he's playing for Chelsea, but he's a fantastic young center back, and I would take him on loan in a heartbeat. I know Rudiger rumors are going around, but I don't think we would sign him. I think Malang Sarr is a very realistic one. Young, talented center back, French, could come here as well and really be an added player to that defense. Other than that, it would have to be another probably. Ooh, that was a harsh tackle. That's a yellow. Good, nice play. I don't know. I don't know another like veteran center back that we had to bring in, like someone maybe in their 30s, another season on loan. A lot of people wanted Substitutions to come back, but he obviously I think he went over to Turkey. I can't fully remember where he went, but I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. We definitely need a center back, and ideally, for some reason in the back of my mind, even though there have been no rumors, I think Malang Sarr is the one that makes the most sense. Chelsea does not want him. They want to loan him out. Why not loan him to? Oh, look at that play again by Berkey. Ah, man, that was dangerous. But I would like Malang Sarr. So, long answer made short. I would go for Sarr if I was Fabra, and I don't see any reason why we can't get him. Oh, I think we got another card there. It is. Oh, Holland, careful. It's another part about keeping composure for young teams like that. Like Favre's trying to calm him down. You don't want to get another yellow. When things get heated, you're on a yellow and you make a mistake, it's a red and you're sent off. They just picked up a yellow. Their captain did. Their center back is always a dangerous position for someone to have a yellow card. So why are you pushing? Why are you trying to get something out of there? And Holland gets a yellow. Now he's surprised. Why? I push. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know. They got to be careful. Things are definitely heating up there, but we got a nice little set piece, and looks like Guerrero wants it. So let's get some of the boys in the box here and see what we can do. But Bellingham had to see what happened here. Oh yeah, so he got stomped. Like it's a yellow card. I don't exactly know. Oh, nice little slap to the face. Oh, Holland was smart there. He got slapped in the face, and it looks like he was gonna go for a slap. He's got a yellow card either way, even though it was a push, but it's always a little less dangerous. But okay, no, it was Kadir who got the yellow. Still a dangerous position to have a yellow card. Obviously, your midfield going in for tackles and stuff. A lot more dangerous having a yellow card rather than Holland. Just saying, I got hit in the face. Oh, someone else got a yellow too now. And I think it was our captain this time. Pretty sure. Yep. Yeah, so I think they got 2 yellow cards or that, and 2 positions where you want them to get yellows, because they're going to be second guessing right now whether they're going for a certain tackle element. Good. I don't know. I'll put a question out for you guys then. If you were to play with Royce and Brandt in your starting 11, who would you take out? Would it be Bellingham? Would it be Gio? Would you reshape? Would you still do the 3-4-1-2, or would you do a 3-4-3? Let me know what you guys think, because those are 2 players that are easily able to break into the lineup, especially when Royce is fit. In my opinion, I would play Royce exactly as Reina would play, because I don't think there's anyone else you can really substitute him for. So he would be in that 10 position with Sancho and Holland, and then I mean, I would never take Witsel to the team in my opinion, so it would have to be Bellingham to get sacrificed for Brandt. But those are my 2 players that I'd have to give up for those guys. But there's been a lot of angry fans out there, a lot of worried fans about Brandt, because we just don't know exactly what's going to happen with him. And I really hope that he does get in, but the way that Witsel and Bellingham are clicking here, it's going to be tough to get him out. And he's such a good player to learn from. After Witsel is such a class act, and I'm so happy Bellingham can play alongside him. Chan finds Munier to Witzel, nice play. Finds Sancho. Oh, Gio. That boy saved it. Witzel to Holland. Holland over to Munier. Puts a ball in with no one to be found. Poor ball. Poor ball. How are we playing? We're playing good. We came off very strong, and then we kind of had a few nervy situations. If not for an offside, they would have had a penalty and a goal, as well as I believe Berkey made a couple small errors, but other than that, we've pretty much been dominating. They haven't had much on the break, and we're pressing pretty well. They're right now that they're building up, and they don't have anything to do but give the ball away, and it's good pressing. We have more quality to the team, and we're able to get the ball back like that, and we recollect by Chan and swing back to Berkey. We're playing well. Did you hear about the Man United Brighton controversy? No. No, let me know. I've only been watching the game. I haven't been checking any of the news, so let me know in the comments what happened in that game, because I did not hear about it. Hopefully United lost, or is losing. But I know I haven't heard. Nothing better than we like to watch United lose. Watching them lose to Palace was hilarious. So hopefully that they lose this one to Brighton, and then Ole at the wheel just crashed it. Oh, poor ball. But yeah, even after turning it around, like Augsburg's got nothing going forward. I think that's Framberg with the ball, gives it back, and just like that, it's turned over. We've been playing pretty well, but it's those little mistakes that have led to them having chances, and that's a foul. That's poor. Here comes Caligiuri, and he's nice ball. Yeah, Caligiuri is someone who I was very nervous about with this game. I think the delivery he has on the ball is just fantastic, and he can find those forwards up front for almost a good ball. All right, what's the controversy? Need more targets to pick out when the ball's in space. Keep up the good work. Cheers. Hey, do you play Bundesliga Fantasy? I do not play Bundesliga Fantasy. I was looking to get into it, but a couple people sent me links. I just didn't have the time to get in. But I saw someone. I can't remember who scored. Who scored it in the first game? Oh, who was it? Someone basically said like they had a total of like 110 points they could have gotten. Someone got 106 points. So whoever they picked for that, and they triple captained them or something. I can't remember, but they should send me a screenshot, and it looked like a quite a nice fantasy pick, and they're well in first place now for their pool. But almost finds Guerrero on the wing. Possession 73-27. Yeah, we're definitely looking good right now. But we need to get a little more closer to that 18, because we're just kind of playing with it up towards the halfway line. Kanji's got it. Circles all over to Hummels. Let's expect that pass. Where's he going? Plays it safe. Hey, my producer's girlfriend just got here, and her and my girlfriend are now making blankets. Crazy people. Basically, 95-minute cold, tie 2-2. Whistle went and VI reckon handball. And after all it. Wow. Basically 90 minutes. What's really in that mug, Josh? Matty D. Doesn't matter now, it's gone. Sorry, I was basically 95th minute Brighton goal scored 2-2, and then 96th minute full time whistle went. Then VAR rechecked handball. Vicines scored a pen 100 minutes after all that. Wow. So the final score was 2-2 for Brighton. Or not for Brighton. It was 2-2 because Brighton scored a penalty late in the game. Good. I hope that's what happened. I hope that that'd be hilarious. So United starts off 0-1-1. Maurizio Pochettino is still out there, by the way. Just throwing that out into the chat. Because if I am Manchester United, I am getting rid of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as quick as I can, and I'm getting Pochettino. I always love the homecoming returns for players to come as managers. I love it. Look at Pirlo at Juventus. I would have thought that was a stupid appointment, but he looks to really revitalize that boring squad, and they had a fun first game. But Oh no, 3-2 United. Oh, poor. But no, I mean, like, I'm not totally against Solskjaer. I think he just got the job simply because of his name and his reputation with United. And I mean, he went on a crazy tear last year. So, I mean, I give him respect. But if United want to go back to where United needs to be, they need someone else besides him there. Pochettino's the type of manager I think that would suit this team phenomenally, and Solskjaer is there for now. But United are so lucky they have a good diver. Who drew the penalty? Was it Bruno? Oh, looks like we got a card here. Looks like it's Thomas. Yeah, United isn't my Premier League team. If I was to choose a Premier League team, I'm more of a Chelsea fan myself. Only because when I played soccer growing up, was that possible? Yeah, it was Bruno. Of course it was. When I was playing growing up, my old soccer coach gave me a Chelsea jersey. So it had Lampard on the back. So I just always really liked Chelsea because of that. So they're my Prem team, but Dortmund's my team. So I like watching United lose. It just makes me kind of a little happy inside. One of my good buddies, the guy I went to Dortmund with, to watch the game, is a United fan. So I like making fun of him when they lose. But yeah, Bruno's been a good signing for them. Oh, Chin looks like he got a foul there. Took out Gregovic. So these are the kind of positions that I'm a little worried about, because when Daniel Caligiuri is from a set piece, he's so freaking dangerous. And Niederlechner is very good in the air. So I mean, I'm a little nervous for this upcoming dead ball. So hopefully we can get some good defense there and stop it out, because they got some big bodies. They got some big boys on this Augsburg team, and I don't know. I don't like when Caligiuri does it. We saw that free kick he scored against us with Schalke. I mean, he's wicked on the ball. Andre Hahn's another big body. Come on, boys. Ooh. Brutal. You can't swear on stream. It's exactly what I mean. Play so well, and then one set piece from someone who's as deadly as Caligiuri is, and then just no one came to it. I don't know what Berkey was doing. It looked like he stood there. Brutal. Oh, is the offside? Who got it? Oh, I don't know. This is sensational. Get out of here, George. That is a bad freaking ball. Come on. It's not a bad ball. It's a bad goal to give up. Look at that, can you? No, it looks like it's going to count. No VAR. That's brutal. That is freaking brutal. That's what I mean. Dominate the game, and then one set piece from the player I picked out on the pregame who's just freaking deadly. Everyone, yeah. I know, we gotta stay positive. I mean, these games are always crazy. We know that. That was it happens every time we play these types of games. We do so much up front, don't lead to anything, just play with the ball, and then they get one chance and they break and they score. Absolutely brutal. But alright, we gotta regroup, get a little pissed off. Sancho finds Hummels. Chan, take a look, nice touch. Takes a look. Oh, bad ball. God damn it. Alright. I say if it stays 1-0 at halftime, Brandt comes on. That's my guess. I say he comes on for probably Bellingham. We need a little bit more. We need an extra little bit of creativity through the middle, and that's where Brandt likes to play. So that's what I would do if I'm Fabra. Berkey's definitely a fraud. Freaking George, that guy. That was a poor goal. It was a nice ball by Caligiuri. We know he can do that, but I mean, we didn't have the man, and maybe Berkey could have came out. I don't know. I didn't like it. Nice switch. Finds Guerrero, and we need to get Guerrero more involved. Nice ball. There we go. Now we got space. Come on, Sancho, take a look. Brutal. Come on, Witzel. And the foul comes. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Oh, man. So frustrating. A lot of you guys know that though. It happens when we watch these types of games. And that man right there, Daniel Caligiuri. If we can get into halftime though, I mean, hopefully we get one before. I mean, we have so much of the ball. It's gonna come, but we need to play a different way. The chances that we haven't been overly dangerous. We had a couple nice link-up plays, but nothing to really test the goalie. We need a nice ball again. I think that's Gregorovich. Oh, megs him. And almost cleans up. Okay. That's annoying. So I don't think we're playing that bad. And I never honestly think that we're playing that bad until a play happens where from either a bad foul or just poor defending that the teams like this can break us. But we can't lose this game. We've got to regroup because it looks like we're a little shaken right now. Augsburg's had a bit of the ball since they scored, which is not what you want. We want to get back on the front foot here. But at halftime, we're having Producer T come on, so he was watching the game too. Get a little outside perspective from there. So you're gonna meet the other half of JJD TV, the guy whose reasons that our videos look as well as they do. Because it's certainly not from me. But come on, we need a goal here. Rafa's got it. Nice ball. Finds a Kanji. Annoying. Nice ball. Picked. And out. Oh. I think we're shaking right now. We're not making the right passes. Got Andre Hahn on frickin' defense stopping us. That's not what you want. But you got to give it to Augsburg. Those 4-4-2 formations can be tough to break down. Nice touch. Finds Sancho. Finds the space for Witzel. Come on. Oh, come on. Nice. Yeah, those balls aren't going to do it. It was the right movement. It just the ball. I mean, the run was a little too quick from Nunez. He had to run away from the ball to be able to cut back, and it just wasn't a good ball in general. But that's all right. It was a good play. Build a little bit of confidence before halftime here. Got a Kanji sliding on over. Finds Chan. Junior, bad ball. Is that ours? I feel Augsburg are playing with more intent. It could be because of their counter, but I just feel we need more creativity. I absolutely agree. I think we need to put on Brand at halftime. I'd be very surprised if Favre didn't do it or very early into the second half because they're playing so congested right now. They're making us play on the wings and they're defending it very well. We need that bit of creativity. The two obviously center midfields we have right now are Witzel and Bellingham, and as good as they both are at what they do, we need Brandt's little bit of magic. So I mean, I'd be very surprised if he doesn't come on at half / very early into the second half because he's exactly what we need to go through the middle because it's just so congested. And he can pick out a pass. He's good in tight spaces, and like I was mentioning earlier a couple times, Bellingham was on the ball, and there's 4 white shirts, and just took him off. Brandt's got that little bit extra in creativity. We can get a pass off. Corner here, Reyna throws it in, and defended pretty well, and cleared out. Bellingham, nice header. Oh, just got it over to Sancho. Take a look. Nice ball, finds Bellingham. Nice run. Oh! That was a nice ball by Bellingham. After I just said he wasn't as creative. He showed me. That was a nice ball. That was a good run. Finds Witzel. Back to Chan. Nice touch. And that's what I like about Chan. He's so composed. There's a lot of pressure there. Take a look. You got space. Oh! I'm not sure what happened there. That was a nice shot. Where did that go? Was that wide or was that a tip? Oh, that was close. Whew. That was a nice ball. Oh, Holland's head was right there. All right, we got another corner. We're putting a little pressure on. We're getting a little bit of confidence going into the halftime. Nice ball over there. Takes a look. Right back. Put it in, Sancho. Got to be in sooner. We got another corner. That's all right. We've been getting a lot of corners, but I mean, Augsburg very good in the air. It's hard to break. It's got to be a pinpoint perfect pass. I like the last corner play they did there. Looked like he created a little bit of space for himself, but Sancho just needs to put it in a little quicker. Nice ball up and defended pretty well. Feels like the PSG game. Augsburg sitting behind the ball and Dortmund trying to break them down. Yeah. they're absolutely sitting behind the ball, and they're gonna sit behind the ball probably the majority of the game, just because that's halftime. All right, well, that was a bit of a disappointing half. Their big center back got onto a nice ball by Caligieri. And it's relatively annoying that we're down, but we were playing better. We were playing better than them. There's no denying that. It's just, like we mentioned, great first half. Same thoughts. I'm hoping you meant same thoughts to the PSG game and not the great first half that Bayern said. But yeah, no, I think what we need to do though going forward is to bring Brandt on. There's just we're not doing enough through the middle. Madrid play, it's pretty much the same way. It's the ugliest form of football you'll ever see, but it's just playing very well defensively and hopefully from a set piece or a break, having those players that can put the ball in the back of the net. And Augsburg's got two decent strikers that can do that, as well as someone with such good set pieces, and that's exactly what I was worried about. And because of it, we're down 1-0. So that's tough. But with further ado, we're gonna get our producer T on here soon. You ready to jump on? He's getting ready. So a fun little fact about Tayler here is that he has been my best friend since I was 4 years old. He isn't as big of a soccer fan as I am because we live in Canada, so hockey is our go-to. I said soccer, I'm sorry, football. But, I mean, I'm Canadian. You say football around here, people will look at you and be like, oh, you saw the Steelers game? No, football is this. But we call it soccer because we're those weird people from the Great White North. But, yeah, so, I mean, he's fantastic, obviously, video editing and offered to do this when I came to him with a bit of an idea to start this channel. And now you guys get to meet him, the man behind the scenes. He's going to be going head-to-head against my girlfriend soon, against a quiz. And this is the guy. He's even got a Dortmund jersey, so jump on in, T.
Hello, everybody.
How are you?
I'm good.
You're good?
I'm good.
So you're the guy. You're the guy.
I'm the guy.
He's the guy.
I make it look the way it does.
He does. It wasn't for me. He's the reason that I look as cute as I do. You hear the girlfriend's freaking out in the back.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the cameo.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Brutal. But yeah. So Tayler, I mean, just from an outside perspective, what do you think of the game so far?
I thought definitely Dortmund started off stronger. I think they looked much better right off the bat. But then a couple bad bounces, and then as soon as Augsburg got that goal, they kind of seemed like they went a little bit flat. But hopefully they come out in the second half and really bring it to them. Yeah, no,
that's definitely what I noticed too. We're seeing in the chat quite a bit that it was just they're hard to break down, and we knew that they're always been a nitty gritty kind of team, and it takes only one chance for them to put a ball in the back net. But I mean, it's tough. We need to make some changes definitely at halftime. I think Faber's taking that into consideration. So Tayler, would you bring on Brandt?
I think so.
You think so? Who do you take off, Bellingham or Witzel?
I don't know. I think Witzel's having a great game, but also I don't think Bellingham's playing bad. But I think just the experience that maybe you just want to get Brandt and take Bellingham off. He's young. He's got much more time to play.
No, I agree. I think I wouldn't take off Witzel. He's that defensive player that we need for the game. He's also very good at breaking up the ball and releasing players. And I think having Witzel just shift a little bit more defensively and letting Brandt have a little more offensive going forward will definitely hopefully be able to unleash him, because being able to get through that back four is going to be tough. And having a player like Brandt who can jump into play and having Witzel just simply worry about playing a little more defensive can give us some of that. But Tayler, I think we have a nice compliment here for you. George from Bayern now. George from Bayern now said, "Is this Ryan Gosling?" And I think it might be. Yeah. Is that secret? Is it? I think it might be the hair.
Thanks, George.
Yeah, no. George always flirting with the Dortmund fans. We know he's got a secret love for the team. That's okay. But I don't know. It's a game pretty much what I half expected. I never liked playing Augsburg, and I remember being down 3-1, being absolutely livid, and I had somewhere to go last year, and I was pretty close to leaving. Meg was being like, "Can you stop swearing at the computer?" I was like, "We're losing to Augsburg, Meg. Do you not understand what I'm saying to you?" And then Holland came on and turned the game on its head, and we won 5-3, which was one of my favorite games this season. But I think we're going to need to definitely do something differently here to really break it down. So Tayler, I mean, we do the 5 takeaway segment quite a bit. Do you want to do a little quick five takeaways of the first half? Oh, you're nervous.
Yeah,
Ryan Gosling's nervous on
spot
camera. All right. Well, I'll go first. So my first takeaway was the set piece. And we know how dangerous Daniel Caligiuri is, and there's no way that Dortmund doesn't know after playing him all these times. And they were able to let a player on the inside of Akanji, I only saw it from the one replay, but on my opinion, looked a bit of a combination error between Akanji and Berkey. Berkey either not being commanding and coming off his line, or Akanji letting that player slip. So it's just having that defensive awareness, especially knowing the position that we were in, and seeing that the ball was going to come in with the amount of quality that we know Caligiuri can put on it. And it's something that we're going to learn with time, getting more familiar with the players here. But I mean, the first takeaway was the defensive frailty that sometimes we have, and it's poor. Yeah, what's your first takeaway?
I'm going to say it's Holland's grit.
Holland's grit.
First half, he wants to win. You see it like right there. He got slapped there, and you saw him cock his hand back, and he looked like he was ready to go, but he composed himself. But that's what you like to see. He wants to win, and I think he's going to have a big second half.
So if that was hockey, would that have been a fight? Would that be?
Yeah, that would have been a nice little scrum there in the corner.
Right.
And
yeah, nice. Yeah, right. Yeah, muck and grind.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So the third takeaway is I'm gonna say Rafa. I mean, I think he's brought a lot to the game already. I mean, you see the way like it showed like the heat map and everything's being played a little more to the left hand side than it is to the right, and I like that just because Rafa brings so much more to the table when he's up there. I mean, he's so dangerous, and he even, like I said earlier, he was able to shift back and forth. So I think he's going to be very key. I think he's got to cut inside a little bit more because Augsburg's letting us play out on the wings, and they're just staying composed, letting us kind of go down the side, putting the ball in, and they're clearing it out. So I think Rafa needs to tuck up a little bit, make more of those creative runs that we know he can make, and try to play a little bit through the middle and try to maybe get a little bit space on the inside because they're letting us run to the outside. And it hasn't been working, so... Oh, Kanji. Got a little angry there. All right, Chad, what's your fourth takeaway?
I'm going to say Berkey. He had a decent half. A couple times he seemed a little fumbly with the ball. I think he just cleaned that up a little bit. And I guess that one, when it went offside, I think he did really well there to kind of divert the ball. When he came out and played, the ball really did get away. The guy didn't have the chance to really shoot, even though it did come back offside. But I think he played solid there. Just clean up the odd...
Yeah, no. And our final takeaway we're going to take from the first half is going to be on Lucien Favre. And I'm going to put a lot of importance on him because right now we're down 1-0, and a lot of Dortmund fans... I haven't been on Twitter, so it's probably in a very negative place right now. But Royce... Oh, and someone, as soon as I'm about to say it, stole it right from me. But yeah, Royce and Brandt are going to be important. I think Favre needs to make the substitutions at the right time to be able to try to turn this game around because if a lot of coaches do, and Favre's been very much criticized for waiting too long to make these specific and strategic substitutions. But for me, I think that Brandt needs to come on at halftime. I think that if he doesn't do that, and if he, even before like the 55th minute, if Brandt doesn't come on, then I think you're going to hear it in Twitter because he's going to be the kind of person to unlock that defense and change the game. And obviously what we're doing right now is not working. We have not had that many great chances and we're losing. As well as when Marco Reus will come on. I'm not sure exactly right now when I want him to come on. If you want to save him a little bit, if we're still losing and bring off a defender and try to push, or if you want to actually just fresh it up and take Gio maybe off or someone else and get Reus on there. I'm not fully sure, but either way, I think it's going to be on Favre. And if he doesn't get this right, it's going to be pretty painful for him. So there it is. That's our 5 takeaways from the first half. Got some comments here. George chirping Berkey again. I mean, this freaking guy. I tell ya. And and like you said, our 5th takeaway. Royce and Brandt definitely have to be switched on. Again, I'm not sure when exactly I want Royce to come on, but I definitely want Brandt on at halftime. If I'm Favre, that's what I'm doing. I'm happy. I'm not. So you say it's morning in Canada? Ah, we got someone from Australia, and it's midnight. Yes, it's right now in Canada. It is just about 10:30 a.m. So the game started at 9:30 a.m. for us. So we had to get up decently early to try to watch it. We're still in the game. We are still in the game. It's going to be very important. The start of the second half, if we're going to be able to turn this thing around, we're going to absolutely have to be making the right decisions and trying to break down this team. I reckon Royce for Gio. Yeah, I mean we have a tendency of getting players to come on off the bench and score some goals. So if Royce comes on and puts back a hat trick, I mean that's what you want to see. Bro, Augsburg got 3 goals last season. Augsburg, I'm assuming you meant got 3 goals against us last season. They did, and they do score. They do just score some goals, and they're not a bad team because they defend well, and they got the type of players that can put the ball in the back of the net. So there's been a few times with a few runs that the 3 guys have had and been able to get around our defense, and that can happen when Guerrero cuts up and even Munir cuts up. It just leaves those back 3, and those wide spaces can be easily exploited, and it can be tough. So I don't know. We're gonna have to be able to do some more attacking, and we're gonna have to really try to hold on to that ball, because if we turn it over and they break the other way, it can put us in some trouble here. So I don't know. I'm gonna jump quickly off of the chat and just kind of take a look at some of the other games, because I haven't been on the other games. Oh, I see that Man United game, 3-2. Bruno Fernandes pen, brutal. The Leipzig and Leverkusen game was a game I wanted to keep an eye on, and it's 1-1. That'd be a good watch, I bet. Leverkusen's dominating the possession. It's a little surprising. I don't know. It's a couple good performances there, but not bad. Very similar situation to last year's away game. All we need now is Renier to come up. Yeah, hey, we want a debut hat trick. Renier could be our guy to come off the bench and put one in. So, I mean, I want to have that gut feeling that we're gonna be able to turn this game around, but I don't know. It can be tricky. It can be tricky to try to do that, but I don't know. We'll see. Taylor, so you're now a Dortmund fan. Exciting. Yeah. What has been a big difference that you've noticed so far of watching football compared to watching hockey? For the fans out there that don't know much about watching hockey and the difference of when you watch a hockey game and now all of a sudden you're thrown into a bit of a different sport.
It's obviously it's a lot more patient, more kind of it's kind of more of a chess match. Yeah, no, that's but obviously some games this year that I've gotten to watch with Josh and stuff. It's been pretty exciting so far. Like there's been 8-0 games. There's been it's the highest scoring soccer football that I've ever seen. So I think it's a good time. I mean, obviously with COVID, there's no huge crowds. They're getting there, but I just by the way Josh has described it, I'm looking forward to making the trip to Germany and go see that.
It's been fun. I think I told you guys this story before, but our buddy who knew absolutely nothing about soccer came to Germany with us. He's a pilot, so he flew over, met me and my one buddy, and we went to the Dortmund game, and he just fell in love with it. He's like, holy crap, that's an experience like no other. And any of you guys out there who's been to Signal Iduna Park know that, and it just changes you. And now I get text messages and stuff from him all the time. I get Snapchats, and he's playing BBB career mode, and we're trying to watch the games, and it's awesome. It's so cool. So I can't wait till you're able to experience it live. And you're right. It's a football game is so much different than a hockey game with the build-up play and those kind of challenging plays where you watch a team getting dominated like that and turns it about. But all I know about ice hockey is the physical and fast pace. Yeah. From the land down under, hockey's definitely a very fast-paced game, a lot different. But I mean, I like this. Taylor put it, a chess match. I love watching players and coaches try to tactically decide a way a game can go, because you can see something exactly what's happening right here. One team dominating the other team, and somehow we're losing. And it's curious. And the more you watch, the more you learn about it. And I've followed soccer as long as I can remember, and I'm one of those weird Canadians who like it a little more than hockey. But I mean, I've played both growing up, and it can be so much fun to be a part of a good football team when you're actually winning and having possession. But I've been on a lot of bad football teams as well where you get dominated, and that makes it a little less fun. But there's still those games where you get dominated, you're able to win it and pull it off is super cool as well. So I don't know. We need to definitely do some changes for this upcoming match or upcoming second half, and I'm nervous because it's gonna be a big negativity if we lose this game, and it's something that we don't need right now. We have a lot of positivity going on with a lot of our youngsters right now, but we need to prove our quality, we need to prove our worth, and we need to try to break the team down. And it's going to come, I think, right from Fabra. So he's going to have to make those decisions. I mean, I wouldn't be the first time to catch up on Augsburg. Yeah, no, Kevin, you're very right. Augsburg has been a pain in our butts the past few seasons, and we're just waiting for that substitute hat trick to come on. Let me know in the comments. What do you guys think? If you were to put money on one player to come off the bench and put up a hat trick, are you going with our talisman? Are you going with Marco Reus? Or I've heard a lot of people say Renier because of just the history of those debut hat tricks. So, I mean, I'm putting it on Reus because we watched Reus come on and score 30 seconds into the game, so I think that gives him a positive start to put a couple more in. But I don't know. I don't want to get ripped apart by George. So, I mean, we're going to have to really win this game. And we're getting ready for the second half now. So, Taylor, thanks for coming on our little halftime show here.
Thanks for having me
on. Yeah, no. Ryan Gosling might be checking out. Kind of keep an eye on, but
I'll get back behind the scenes and make sure it's running smoothly. If they have any issues, it's my fault, I guess.
No. Ryan Gosling, crazy guy. Here in Australia, football isn't popular. There's also other sports that you might not have heard about. Great first half, guy. Cricket, yeah, no, I've heard of cricket before. I have no idea how to play it. Kind of looks a bit like a baseball game to me, but a little bit different. But I mean, it's probably like our lacrosse. I don't know how many of you guys. A lot of people think hockey is the actual national sport of Canada, and you're wrong. It's lacrosse. I never personally played lacrosse. I played hockey and I've played soccer, and I was the... Sorry, I say soccer, but I'm saying soccer because I was the kicker for football. Because apparently I had a half-decent leg. But we're started. Second half. Come on, boys. We want to make George eat his words. Calling us a fraud. Come on. Roy's going to come on and give 2 assists. I love the positive outlook, Luca. I'm very much hoping for the same. All right, Gio, come on. He's worked up the ball, and there's no subs. I didn't see at halftime. So I mean, I don't like that. I think that Faber needs to be a little more proactive. We can't be losing to Augsburg like this and not. I mean, I said 55 to 60 minutes he should come on. So we'll keep an eye. We are dominating, so it's not the worst thing in the world to keep the formation the same. I'd be a little bit more aggressive, but that's just personally me. I'm just a Canadian giving you my opinion. What do I know? But nice ball. Come on, boys. Oh, nice. Bellingham. He just keeps shutting me up, trying to get him substituted. Come on, Chan. Good ball in the box. Oh. Okay. That was tough. Well, if you guys, I was gonna try to get you guys to recommend some questions for our upcoming BBB quiz between Megan and Taylor, but Taylor got access to all our social media, so it's gonna be very tricky to get those questions to me without him seeing them. Tricky guy. I don't know. I got a few in mind already. They should be fun. But all right, come on, boys. Producer going to get some water. Crazy guy. I don't know. What do you guys think if I was to get a kit? I was thinking about getting a 2020 kit, and I'm getting chirped for having some old school, couple years season old ones. Call me crazy. I like our white cup kit. I like the logo on it, but I also really like these black kits here. Oh! Oh, it was offside again. Beautiful touch. That would have been a tricky one. That would have been a nice finish there by Florian, but all right, come on, boys. Kanji finds Chan. Chan takes a look, puts it back. Hummels, nice ball, finds Bellingham. Takes a look, takes a touch. Or no, it wasn't Bellingham, it was Sancho. On over to Guerrero. Guerrero finds Witzel. On over, Chan, puts it back. They need to do something differently. It's hard to tell, because like, they are so composed. Bad ball, Chan, come on. And then gets the foul. Oh, advantage. No, not advantage. They're finding it very hard to break them down through the middle. And they haven't made any changes, obviously, with Brandt coming on. And they're just, I don't know, from what I've seen them going at wide, which, I mean, Augsburg's obviously letting them do, it's just the balls haven't been well enough, and they're just so composed, and it's been tough. The white kit looks good. I think so too, Joshua. Hello, Joshua, from Josh. I like their white kit. I think it's a little unique. I have a yellow one and a black one, so I think the white kit would look good to the collection. And it's a unique kit. I like unique kits. My buddy, when we were in Dortmund, got the red Witzel kit from Dortmund. I was gonna get the red kit, but he got it, and I don't know. I only saw him wear it once, I think, but I thought the red kit looked pretty cool. Comes Caligiuri. Shoved off the ball by Witsel. Nice play. Come on, boys. Come on. It's Caligiuri. He bugs me every time we play him. For Schalke, he was so deadly. And broke my heart last year. So let's shut him up later. Come on, Munier. Good run. Takes a touch. But yeah, nice ball. Nice touch to Sancho. That's where we want it. We want it right for Rafa. Take it. Come on, Rafa. So good on the ball. Nice Sancho. Nice touch. Puts it back to Sancho. This is where we need to make some creativity happen, and not just whip it into their defenders. Witsel finds Chan. He's good at delivery. Nice ball. And too high, and it's collected by the goalie. And they break. Andre Hahn's with it. Need to put a little pressure on him. Finds the ball up. And collected. I don't like it. Come on, boys. And what do you guys think about the Super Cup? Do you guys care? You guys care about that? I mean, I've always stated that the Super Cups mean something to me. A lot of you guys say that they're just glorified exhibition games. I don't agree. I love them. I love when we win them, and I want to make George get teared up a little bit when we take the cup home. So let me know what you guys think. Would you guys pumped if we were able to win it? I can't imagine you wouldn't be, because it's a win over Bayern. But I'm excited for that game as well. I like watching Bayern lose out on a trophy. It's always a happy day for me. And Augsburg's got a little bit of possession right now. Looks for the middle, finds it back, and circles it back to their goalie. And that's what we want. Put pressure on them, just get them to put it upfield. Hummels with a not the best touch, and it looks like they just sent Florian. Come on, boys. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, that was a bit of a shoulder, but it doesn't look... No, nothing. Good defense. All right, come on, Kanji. Got a little bit of heat in the chat, too. I didn't talk about that comment. Someone else didn't like Akanji's defense there on the goal, and I didn't like it too much either. I mean, it was a mistake, but I'm not going to hate on him too much. We want to get his confidence going, because I think he's going to be very important to this back three. Witsel takes a look, puts it back. We're circling the ball around there. Look how compact Augsburg is. Nice ball, though. Take a look. The quality's just not there from that right-hand side. Munir's been put in quite a few times, and it just hasn't been there, and it looks like he just got a foul. No, he didn't. That was a good tackle. I need Hummels back. Hummels is our my man. Bad ball. Bad ball. We need him too, and we got him. Yes, we do. Yeah, I love Mats Hummels. I loved him. I remember watching him in a game in Bayern, in the Super Cup, I believe, or maybe it was the Cup final where he scored that penalty. I was like, that's so cool. I never really saw a center back taking pens before, but I fell in love with Hummels so many years ago, and bugged me so much when we lost him to Bayern. But we came back, and I'm pretty sure Hummels quoted that it means more winning games for Dortmund than it did for Bayern, and that's what I like to hear. I like the passion behind him. He brings so much leadership and so much quality to this team, and we're going to need it here, because we need to get off to a good start if we're going to have any chance to compete with Bayern. Come on, Sancho. See some magic here. It's bad play. The front three is not clicking, man. We need to make a sub. And it's why Fabre gets criticized so much. I like Fabre. Like don't get me wrong, but I mean, in a game like this, there's no reason to keep it going as it's going. We're not doing anything right. Make it change. Get some new legs in there. Brandt wants to get back in. This could be a game for him just to be like, you know what? I'm coming in, going to add that creativity, unlock the defense, and hopefully put in Haaland for a goal. Like, Bellingham isn't doing that right now. We're giving the ball away. Augsburg. Oh, no, that's a nice ball. Oh! Jeez. That's a joke. Can't let Daniel Caligiuri run like that. Holy crap. That's pathetic. There's our defense. Look at this. That is brutal. That was a nice ball, but like just standing still, Chan. And then Caligiuri, the man, keepers. Holy God. That is bad defense all around. If Faber doesn't make a change right now, he's going to get ripped apart on Twitter. This is pathetic. That is such bad defense. And there's George, just what we want to hear. Berkey. That goal wasn't Berkey's fault. I mean, that was a nice finish. That was a good run by Caligier, but it's just bad defense. Henry Chan was standing completely still, and it just shows why he's considered a center defensive mid. And look at that, no subs made by Fabra. Beautiful play, and let's just keep running what's not working. That's just poor. It's poor decision making. We need to get someone on now. If someone doesn't come on before the 60th minute, it's just bad. It's bad coaching. Is what it is. Because we're down 2-0 against Augsburg. Rather Berkey than hits. Yeah, me too. But that goal wasn't Berkey's fault in my opinion. I think that's bad defense. Letting Daniel Caligieri do that. He's never the guy who should be running in on goal like that. That's pathetic. Come on, Jude. Put something in there. Holland, good run. Good run. Find him. Put it in. Ivan puts let's go. I'm not sure what that meant. Maybe I don't think my stream's behind. Or he thought that Rafa was going to score there, but that was a nice block. Come on, Gio. We want a good ball in here. We're gonna get one. I know we are. Right here. Nope. We like giving people heart attacks. So that's what this game's all about. So let's just get one. Let's get back in the game. Let's throw Bran on. They're playing well defensively. You can't argue that with Augsburg. But Sancho's got to do something here. Nice. That's who we want to find. Nice ball. Cut it up. Come on. That's a penalty. Ref. I'm not sure what happened. I don't have the sound on. Come on. Take a look. Hummels is peed right off. That's got to be a penalty. Oh, what's a top? That's a very good dive. If that's a dive. I don't know. No, he touched him. That's a penalty. Vieira will make that a pen for sure. No, that's a pen. He put the movement of his feet like that, but there was contact. And if Vieira takes a look at that, that's got to be a pen. There's no way. No? Is it not? Come on. We're seeing a sub, so I'm assuming it's not a pen. That's a joke. And they throw on Jensen. Getting it. Oh, that's not a pen. That's ridiculous. That's horrible. I thought that was a pen. What do you guys think? It was contact on I don't know. It's so hard to judge nowadays, but I mean, to me it looked like he was getting around the guy and got taken out. But no sub made by us. So, nice run, Gio. And, come on, that's something. No, of course it's not. It's a joke. Holland, be careful. You're already on a yellow. We can't lose our heads. So we still got 30 minutes left. And you need to make a sub, Faber. You got 3 minutes, or I'm losing a little bit of frickin'. I always defend you. That was not a pen. No, Ivan, you don't think so? I don't know. I've seen softer pens given than that. A bad ball. They look scrambly. They look frustrated right now. Like, absolute. They need to make a change because we're losing some heads here. He's got that little bit of grit to his game, like Taylor alluded to in the halftime show. But we can't let him lose his head like that. He's already on yellow, and if he does one more stupid thing, he gets sent off. Oh, there we go. That's what we want to see. I see Royce, I see Brandt, and it's just before the 60th. Fabre, Dortmund with Fabre remind us of Kovic. Come on. Come on. No way. The team that you guys had with Kovic and the performance you put up, that's poor. Nice clown bench, Royce. It's hard to tell. I think this is a moment for Brandt to get back in the team. If Brandt comes on here and makes a difference, I think Bellingham might lose his starting 11. Royce isn't starting because he's not fit. He's not 100% fit. And Gio's been playing well. But when Royce is fit, he's going to start. And corner. That's alright. Favre logic never makes sense. No, it doesn't. he's been tough. He's been tough to wanna defend over the years. But I mean, I wanna try to back him. And there we go. I said to the 60th minute, these players got to come on. It came on for Rafa. It kind of makes sense. Just because, I mean, he's half injured. We need to get these talented guys on. It looks like Royce is coming on for Guerrero and Bellingham for Brandt. I'm not sure he's going to be in that left wing back spot then. I don't know. I'm assuming maybe Reyna would drop over to that side because Royce is not doing the defensive work and Reyna's got the heart to do it. I don't know. That's tricky. I think I'd say Reyna's probably going to drop to that spot. Okay, but we need something else. We need to get the kids in here. And there's someone to change this game around. It's going to be Marco and Brandt together, those two. Come on, boys. Oh, no, maybe we went to a back four? Maybe, I don't know. I don't know who's playing in the left back spot. It looks like Hummels, Akanji, and Chan are still our center backs. I'm gonna say the left wing back spot was taken by Reyna. Nice ball. Come on. Finds over to Thomas. We need some quality here, but we don't have that kind of aerial ability unless we put it on the platter for Holland. So we're going to need some of this creativity from Brandt and Royce here. They look a little lively, though. Yeah, and it is. It's going to be Reyna who's playing in that left wing back spot. So that means Royce took over Reyna's spot, and we still got the top two. And then Brandt obviously just taking over for Bellingham in the middle. Nice touch. Put it in. And they're defending well. They really are. 4-4-2 formations are always a challenge to try to break down. Come on, boys. Royce to Meunier. Taking a look, puts it in. And again, we don't have that aerial unless, again, it's got to be on a platter for Holland. Nice ball, I guess. It's an interesting ball from Brandt. Headed down by Meunier and cleared out. They got to take some time. They got to set up. They got to try to get Augsburg out of position because right now I see two banks of four and they're two. It's 11 behind the ball. And why wouldn't you be? It's 2-0 in a game that you aren't expecting to win. But we're just not breaking them down. We're not making the right plays. Come on, Chan, put it in. Nice ball, nice ball, nice ball. Gio finds it to Brandt. Back to Gio. Dortmund saw white when they were playing Los Blancos. I missed the subs who came on with Bellingham. Brandt came on for Bellingham and Royce came on for Guerrero. So it looks like the left wing back spot's going to Gio with Witzel and Brandt as your center mids with Royce, Holland, and Sancho up front. So smart, I think. I mean, it's very offensive right now. And Augsburg is throwing on. Yeah, they're taking a straight swap, striker for striker, but he's a big man who can hold up the ball as well, very similar to Florian there. And it looks like Reece Oxford is the other one coming on for Randy Khedira. Oxford's a good talent coming from England, if it is him. I'm pretty sure it is number 36. Oh, damn. Gio, left wing back. Yeah, but, I mean, they're doing 11 behind the ball right now. So, I mean, if they get a break, which they just put on a striker who shouldn't be able to outrun our defenders, so it's going to be all attack right now. And as it should be, we're down 2-0. We got a ton of time. We need to get one quick, though. Or this could be a very ugly, ugly game. We got so much creativity out there right now. But look at that. Look at that defense. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5D. Looks like 4 in the middle and 1 up top. That's going to be tough to break down. And Augsburg is very well run. Oh. First time watching this channel. Talk BB. Man. MU. I think that's, I'm assuming, a Bayern supporter. Well, welcome to the channel. Me and George from Bayern right now are having a nice debate of he is chirping every one of our players, and I'm trying to defend the team in this 2-0 lead right now for Augsburg. But we got confidence. We made the right subs, but they're just playing so defensively right now. Augsburg is, and they're playing like you can't criticize them. You can criticize us because we're not. Sancho just got taken out. That's got to be a card. Not even a foul? Maybe a card? I can't tell. It's so hard. It's my first time watching a game without commentary. Akanji, come on. Yeah, Akanji's not having the best game. honestly, none of the defense. Maybe Hummels is the only one I've seen half decent, but that first goal was a Kanji's / Berkey's mistake, in my opinion. The second one was Chan's. Maybe Munier could have done a little bit better, but you got to be careful. Munier made the wrong decision. It's a red card and a penalty, and this game's pretty much done. Favre out. There it is. I was waiting for that comment. It's tough. I don't want to see Favre go out like this. I want to see him finish out the year. I hate switching with coaches midterm. Royce with a nice ball in. And again, Augsburg has been a rock. I love the Holland can have attitude. Feeling the covers. These are our rivals. Augsburg. I mean, in my opinion, our number one rival is Schalke, and then for me, Bayern. I'd rather see Schalke win a game than Bayern. I don't like either one, but I just don't like Bayern. I've never liked Bayern. But it's hard. It's hard because there's been such a history between Dortmund and Bayern, and obviously them helping us out financially, and then us swapping players back and forth, left, right, and center. I mean, it's hard. They're number one rivals in my opinion because they're title challengers, and Schalke's just falling apart. Oh, that was lucky. Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, Holland's got a temper to him. For sure he does. He's already on a yellow card, and it wouldn't surprise me if things don't start going our way soon that Holland does something stupid. But we can't lose him because, as Favre does, we don't have a backup striker. So it's going to be probably Royce playing in that, or Brandt playing in that false 9 if we don't have Holland for a game. So we don't have Nkunku yet. He's not. We don't get him till November. But this is just a kick in the crotch if we lose this game. And honestly, we're not playing worth anything right now. And any Bundesliga is a farmers' league. I don't think the Bundesliga is a farmers' league at all. I don't think the amount of talent that comes to this league can qualify a farmers' league. And considering that Leipzig I don't like Tottenham. They're my least favorite Premier League team. So watching them get dismantled by Leipzig was hilarious. The Bundesliga is my favorite league to watch. It's always been my favorite league to watch, mostly because my favorite team is Dortmund, and they have always been such an electric team to watch. I don't see any progress in our style. Yeah, they're not playing good. And here's another set piece. Oh, that one was defended a little bit better, out for a corner. It's tough. It's tough to try to replicate. The reason I was talking about going to a 4-2-3-1 for the start of the year was just because it seemed like the most balanced thing with Thomas Munier coming in, who I think is more of a right back than a right wing back. But the reason we played so successfully the tail end of last year is because of that 3-4-3. That was Hakimi and that was Guerrero. And like I said, you can't replicate that without Hakimi. It's too hard. Always having troubles against under defensive teams. Are you making a comeback like last year? I'm hoping, Night Boy, that we're making a comeback like next year. But I don't know. We haven't showed anything this game yet to show that we're going to get a sniff at goal. We have possession, don't get me wrong. We just keep playing around and making the wrong type of balls at the wrong time, and they're playing very good. Now they're on the attack, and when you have the players we have on the field right now, this should never be the case. Oh! Nice ball. And a nice shot. Hey, Bayern fans here. No name. George, you found a buddy. You found no name. Oh, man. I hate that George is enjoying this right now. Just bugs me. Come on. There's Gio from that left wing back spot. He probably hates playing there. But I don't know how else. When you're down 2-0 to play it, it's tough. But yeah, what I was saying was having Hakimi and Guerrero is the reason that 3-4-3 was so successful. They were the outlets. They were so dangerous going forward. We were always deadly on the break, but we were also defensively strong when they were coming back our way. But right now, Munier isn't playing a bad game, but he just doesn't give you what Hakimi does. He's always going to be a hard position to replace, which is why playing his game in a 4-2-3-1 could have been ideal, but it wasn't clicking. I was watching us playing the 4-2-3-1 in the preseason, and it seemed like that's a ball for Hakimi. It's looking ugly. Favre's going to get asked a lot of questions after this game, and I'm not looking forward to it. Another sub coming up. I'm not fully sure who it is. It's hey, we are going all out attack. Munier comes off and Renier comes on. Hashtag Bayern Munich forever. Ivan, come on. Tom's pissed. 5-star rating. Haha, we've got some Bayern fans in here. That's a tragedy for this game. But we're looking for a debut hat-trick, and that's why we got this little Brazilian on. I'm assuming he's going right in the right wing-back spot, but we're going all-out attack. This is going to be interesting. We got our three defenders. I'm not even going to call them wing-backs anymore. I'm assuming Gio's playing left mid, and Renier's playing right mid with Brandt and Bellingham Brandt and Witzel in the middle with Royce, Sancho, and Holland up front. Yeah, look how high they are up, but they're gonna have to play a little more strategic here because Augsburg is letting them play to the wing, and we haven't had the quality going in. Where did it all go wrong? Samuel, I don't know. I think it went wrong when Tom entered the chat. Here comes Hummels. Finds Chan. Oh no, it's Sancho out on the right. I'm not sure where Renier is right now. Brandt's coming over. LOL. Hello. Liam talks football. What's going on? We got some Bayern fans in here. Nice ball. Nice touchback. Oh, and just no finish. But that's where we're going to be worried. I mean, we are down 2-0, so we need to go all attack, but Witzel. Is a strategic take. That's tough. That's a yellow. Oh man. Andre Hahn, if they go on the counterattack, we have our three center backs, and there's gonna be no one else tracking back really. We're gonna be so far up on the attack. But I wouldn't do it anyway, honestly, just because it's 2-0 and we got 20 minutes left to go. Oh, Aki looks peed right off. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be challenging how we come back from this because I thought the 3-4-3 was gonna be fun. But it's what makes a manager world class from the other ones is that you got to be able to adapt and figure out exactly what'll work. And playing a 4-4-2 is never a fun formation to play against. I'm not saying if we played in a 4-2-3-1 it would work. People hated when we played in the 4-2-3-1. But right now I didn't see really any adapt in formation from the 3-4-3 or 3-4-1-2, whatever you want to call it. And we've just been running into a wall. That's what it's pretty much looked like all game. 2 shots on target, 20% possession. Typical. Yeah, that's what everyone was worried about with this game. Every single person was worried about exactly what's happening. Playing with the ball, not leading to any type of... Oh, but we got it. Any type of anything, and it runs out for a corner. And then having a couple of targets on goal and putting it in. So it's typical Dortmund in that kind of fashion. But they also like to give us a heart attack. So, we need a goal here quickly if we want any type of this game turning around. Witzel, swing and a miss, and out it goes. I subbed. Liam Talks Football, appreciate the sub. I'm supposed to say a sub. If you know anything about the Canadians, hey, you doing A? That's what we were doing, so we're a sub. I appreciate the sub, my man. I need goal Holland. I need goal Holland too. See a Kanji. On over to Chan. Oh, come on, Marco. Give me something here and a ball to no one. They're running into each other. They don't have any type of structure going forward. They're not making the right decision. They keep running into one another and making poor balls. We need Marco to get some leadership here. Sancho has not had a strong game. Been so positive in my 5 takeaways videos that this one's gonna be a fun one because it's a little bit different. Dortmund making the league look trash. It doesn't look trash. You ever watch Atletico Madrid play? They're the 3rd best team in La Liga, potentially 2nd best this year. Bayern shit themselves that ball, but they play something like this. They play so defensively. It's such an ugly game of football, but they get the results. And when teams go up against players like us and they want to play that kind of team, we got to be able to adapt and try to make it work, and we haven't been doing that, and we've been literally running into a wall. Give us a Super Cup and we will let you win the Pokal, Night Boy. Can't remember Night Boy if you're a Dortmund fan or a Bayern fan. Borussia Dortmund, again, doing what they do, balling games that should win. Yeah, they are. I'd rather win the Pokal than the Super Cup. We win a lot of Super Cups. I think the Pokal means a little bit more, in my opinion. Yeah, nice ball by Royce to no one. Never mind. We need to get something in here. 2 shots. Yeah. 2 shots, 2 goals. That's been the highlight of this game. It has not been well played. It has not been well coached. They're gonna have to hope from somewhere, because it's been pretty ugly. Hummels finds Akanji, finds Witzel. We've been like, the passing hasn't been poor. Don't get me wrong, but the way that we go towards goal has been poor. We lead up, we find decent passes, and then the quality of ball is just awful. Like right there, that's a nice ball to Sancho. I think that's why he's going out there. He wants to put in the balls, and that's a nice play. Finds Brandt. Oh, that was a good run. That was the right play, instead of what Munier probably would have done there, because he probably just would have whipped it in and got headed away, but he found Brandt, what he can bring, and then it was cleared up by Augsburg. It's not bad. It's not a bad play, but just things aren't going our way. And right now we're going to probably whip it in the box again. I kind of hope they make a pass. They don't. They put it in and cleared out. What's he doing? Takes a touch. Oh! That's a foul. This has got to be our moment. It's a pretty... Oh. Gio's holding the shoulder. I'm someone who knows what shoulder injuries feel like. I've dislocated my shoulder 3 times and got surgery on it once. So I'm hoping that Gio's okay. Those are ugly, ugly injuries to have, and you were out of commission for a long time. But we need something here. Marco Reus. Dortmund don't do well against clubs from here. No, they don't. We have a decent history against Augsburg, but this is reminding me of the seasons where we bottle games. And this has just been an ugly performance and has not been fun to watch. But right here, come on, Marco. I want to see a free kick right in the top corner. This could turn the game around. Chan, come on. Control yourself. Pretty much. Yep. It's tough. It's these types of games that you don't want to see. And it's the reason why Bayern can win the title the way that they do, because they just dummy teams like this. But it's all about adaptability when it comes to this team, and right in this game at least. Come on, Royce, and right in the wall, and nothing coming from it. Petition to make Bayern Premier League. No. I don't want to lose the competition. I don't want to make them a Premier League team. Premier League gets enough up there, the best league in the world. They got a lot of quality in that league, don't get me wrong, but, I mean, there's so much... Oh, nice ball. A lot of argument of who the best league in the world is. The Premier League is a fantastic league. I do enjoy watching it, but I enjoy watching the Bundesliga more. I think football is just play a little bit better. Sancho, nice switch. I'm just having Guerrero on. I know he couldn't play the whole game, but he with that left foot, it's tough. We don't have anyone on the left hand side there. We're gonna have to hold up the ball and then swing in. True that. Yeah. I mean, yeah, the Bundesliga would be probably ours if we got rid of Bayern, but I mean, it takes away the whole competition. There's nothing more important than winning a title when Bayern lose it. Oh, that was a nice play. Jeez, and look at that. That's what I mean with the break. Not a lot of players coming back because, I mean, we need goals. And Augsburg's got the ball, and they're just going to play with it as much as they can. Try to kill some time. Fromberg's got it. Goes down the side, gets fouled, it looks like. Nope, nice tuck by Jensen. Kept in by Hahn. Swings it in. Be careful. Nice play. Wins it over. Hummels out. There we go. Good defense. Bundesliga is a wonderful league, hence... Yep. Bundesliga is a wonderful league. Leipzig demolished Tottenham. If you guys watched that game, it was hilarious. Tottenham looked like a joke. I just watched the Tottenham documentary and it just put a smile on my face watching them get destroyed by Leipzig. I'm not a Leipzig fan by any means, don't get me wrong. But I would rather see Leipzig win than Tottenham. Brandt, nice ball. Finds Gio. Finds Royce. Poor ball. Got these Wi-Fi password players from Augsburg. Messi. Augsburg's played a good game. You can't deny that. Like they went into the game plan. They were going to play an Atletico Madrid type game, and they played exactly that. Went on the break the 2 times they did. Just annoys me. Spurs were headless chicken. They were, man. The Spurs game was a joke. It was so funny. Watching Jose Mourinho just in They make him look so good in the documentary. I'm not sure how many of you guys watched the documentary, but Jose Mourinho, there's no way he's like that. They didn't show any of the highlights of Pochettino when he was there. They basically started the documentary once Mourinho went there because he's just such a bright and positive look. He's just such a worldwide known manager, so they wanted all the action to be around Mourinho. But I know Mourinho, and there's no way that's the kind of attitude he had all season long. He's a whiner. And they finished in the Europa League spot, so you know what? Poor effort by them. But we need something here. Here comes Brandt. Takes a look. Finds Gio. Puts it back over to Witsel. Poor touch, Axel. That's not like you. Come on. We can't lose a ball there. We got nothing on the back. Jensen had a nice hold-up play and feed to Kanji. Attaboy. Let's break again. Hummels finds Brandt. Take a look. I hope Bayern will trash us just to see Fabry gone. I would never wish that. I don't want to see Fabry. Well, I don't want to see us get wrecked by Bayern. We've been wrecked by Bayern too many times in the past. If Fabry goes, he's got to go on, in my opinion, a performance similar to this. Just heartless. What do you guys think if we went after Poch? You think Pochettino would ever agree to come to Dortmund? There was a few rumors that he was on a short list when the season was starting, but I'm not sure if... Oh, don't bring on Mo to Hood. Jeez. Unless you take off Akanji, maybe. Or actually take off Chan. Different year, same stuff. We're not going to win with Favre. It doesn't look like it, but... I don't know. I like Lucien. I've always liked Lucien, but you got to question some of the decisions that he's made, and his ability to adapt to games like this is some of the reasons we dropped so many points. Daniel Caligiuri running the show for Augsburg. It should not be the storyline. Oh, nice defense. Oh, no. Poch fits well. No silverware. No silverware clubs. Yeah. He did wonders for Tottenham Hotspur. You got to give him credit, man. They were Champions League contenders as well as Premier League contenders every year. But like you said, didn't bring home silverware. Here comes Sancho. Nice touch to no one. And they go back the other way. Man, this is a poor showing. Not a fun live stream. Well, what's fun live stream? I've been enjoying doing this, but it's been a tough game to watch. Jeez. I love Mauricio Pochettino, though. I'm not sure how he would do for us. And a corner, and Augsburg gets to kill some more times. It's been an ugly game. Holy. So, it comes as a surprise, because that Gladbach game was fantastic. The first minutes looked a little nervy, but we caught our feet, and they're a top 3 team, as most people are saying this year. And they didn't have some of their star players in, though, in that game. But I don't know. It is something about playing Augsburg. I just hate doing it. And if we lose this game, we're gonna have to really rethink what we're gonna do here. Because I don't think we have the personnel to play a 4-2-3-1, and this 4-3-3 looked ugly. It's gonna be finding the right fit. I think Brandt getting on there is going to be helped. That's not a poor ball, Caligiuri. I was talking up your set pieces and your corners, and that was brutal. But Caligiuri's been the difference. He's had a good show. Oh, there's a big divot. He's had a good show this game though, and here comes Mo to Hood. That's what you want to see. We need a backup striker. I like that idea, Ivan. I really do. Ten Hag is the type of manager. But if you guys remember correctly, Peter Bosz came in from Ajax and just... I don't know how to describe Peter Bosz's reign at the club. It was pathetic. But I rate Ten Hag very very highly. I think he's a fantastic manager. And he's someone... If I was to be... Oh, nice move, Sancho. If I was linking someone to the club, I'd want him... It's a poor ball. Hummels. I'd like to see Ten Hag and Poch get linked to the club if Favre was going out, but I'm still backing Favre. I don't want to see him go. I want to see him turn this around, and I would rather see him leave at the end of the season than fire him middle. But we can't see more performances like this because this is poor. Come on, Brandt, attaboy, and loses it. Lovely. Bosch was the best manager of all time for like 10 games. He was. That team was fun. That team was fun to watch at the beginning of the season. Oh, but yeah, I don't know what happened after that. It looked so positive. I think we were 6-1-0, and then ended up being like 7-1-7. Just fell apart. That was an ugly season. we got to give credit to Peter Stoger, who came in here and saved us for a Champions League position before Tuchel came in. But yeah, I don't know. We don't look refreshed. We look out of ideas. I would like to see him at Bayern, but we have Flick. Yeah, I thought Ten Hag would have been the manager to go to Bayern. Honestly, I thought that's who they wanted. But kudos to them. They went for Hansi Flick, and I don't think any Bayern fan wants to see someone else at the helm anytime soon. But I think he's someone we should keep an eye on if Favre goes out. Nice shot. Oh, nice save. That looked like a huge dive. That's not going to be a penalty. No. He shook his finger. Flick forever. I would like to see him at Bayern. Hummels, I don't know about that. That looked like a dive to me. That was a nice save, though, by Augsburg's keeper. Sancho put in, I think it was Sancho, or Dahoud who took a shot. That was a nice save. It was a nice touch, too, by Hummels, and he took it with the outside of his foot, but that is a lovely save. Kudos. We got 84th minute. 6 minutes to go. Dortmund are like the prequel Star Wars trilogy. A lot of promise, but massive disappointment. It happens though when we get young players in. It's the consistency is the reason Bayern does as well as they do. They have so much talent, so much experience, and not that we don't have a crazy amount of experience, but we thrive on getting young players in there, and we love seeing the Bellingham and the Reina, but I don't know, it's gonna be tricky. I wanted to see like a Mandzukic come in as a backup striker, someone bring on for this exact situation. Like we have no aerial ability right now except for Haaland. We needed to re-sign Paco. I love Paco. I thought that was a shame that he kind of went out the way he did. Come on, Sancho, take a look. Nice ball. And absolutely nothing. And it's cleared out again. We do need another striker. I'm hoping Mukugu can jump in, but the kid's 16. It's going to be tough to see if he's able to just run into the first team and come off the bench and not play because we have Haaland. But we need a strong, big presence in the air to come off the bench for these type of situations because we are passing the ball right around and doing nothing really with it. And intercepted, and they go the other way. Sad to see our rivals struggle. I'm assuming you're talking about Schalke. I don't want to see Schalke get relegated. I want to see them finish 14th, 15th place. I don't know if that happened. They look pretty poor. Wagner's, I heard there's an ultimatum that he might be out if they lose to Bremen today. But there are rivals. It'd be less fun without them in there. But I like to see them struggle. I don't want to see them get relegated though. I don't think they deserve that. The way they're playing right now, they do. But Black Wolf, yo, what's going on with Dortmund? And Ivan says Fabra. They didn't come out tactically prepared. Augsburg played 4-4-2, one of the toughest formations to break down. They've been so congested in the middle of the park. They've let Dortmund play out wide. The balls that come in have been very poor, been right on the heads of the Augsburg's defense. And they just haven't been able to create that creativity that they need in the middle of the park to try to break down the team. It's just been a very... someone said Tottenham ran around like chickens with their head cut off. I wouldn't quite say that because, we've had a lot of ball and we have some good build-up plays, but we've done nothing with it. We're doing what we do best. Falling apart. Yeah. I miss the golden days. I'm hoping Jurgen Klopp comes back. You heard it here first. I hope Klopp comes back one day. I think he loves Dortmund. I think the passion that man would bring to this team. I'm hoping he does his 7 years, what he does in Liverpool. I can't remember if he's on his 7th year right now. I don't know. But if we get him back, oh man. Jurgen Klopp's the reason I fell in love with the passion of football. Watching that man freak out, scream at people was my favorite thing to do. And the love he had for his players. The love he had for Mario Götze was amazing. When he left for Bayern, broke Jurgen Klopp's heart, and that's what I like to see. It broke Royce's heart, broke everybody's heart. Why people don't like Götze. George, you're getting Götze. You pumped? I know you're pumped. Nice ball in and flicked over by Renier. Oh, so there's a lot of their promising players. I think one of the biggest problems they'll end up looking stupid. We better not sell Haaland to Bayern. I'm hoping that'll change. I'm hoping Gio Reyna is going to be the person to stop that. I think Reyna loves the club. I don't think he wants to go, but Premier League clubs are going to come knocking, same way they did with Pulisic. They speak the same language, but from what I've seen from Gio Reyna, he's saying he wants to stay with this team. He's 17. If he gives 7, 8 years there, he plays he's 25. Some other players follow suit, like Bellingham, potentially Guerrero stayed. I think he loves his club. Royce will hopefully stay to retirement. I think we can build something. I don't know how long Haaland will stay here, honestly. I don't know how long Sancho will stay here, honestly. But come on, Sancho, nice run, nice touch. Take a look. Oh! It was a nice run by Haaland, but that was a nice save as well. Their goalie's been playing very well. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Goots is heading right to you, George. Yeah, a lot of Premier League clubs are going to be looking at Ren Gio, but it's because he speaks the language. They want to build the American audience everywhere we go. But I think Gio is going to be huge to Dortmund going forward. I don't personally think he's going to leave anytime soon, and I don't think Bellingham will either. It's tough though, being English nationality. That means teams are going to come looking at Sancho, and teams are going to come looking at Bellingham. We know that. I think another season for Sancho for his development will be great. I just hope his head stays at Dortmund for this season because we're going to need him. He didn't do anything this game. It was a very poor game for Sancho. It's tough. But I think Gio loves his club. He came here very young. He's broken his way through, and he's been playing very good. Today wasn't one of those good examples, but Aaron's going to Milan. I don't know if that's a rumor. I don't know if that's exactly where he goes. I'm assuming he'd probably stay in Norwich for another season or go to a Premier League club. 90th minute, 4 to go. What a poor frickin' effort from the boys. Come on. Dahoud's got it. Takes a look. It's a nice ball. Oh. Everybody had a poor game today. No, but you're spot on. I didn't see one performance from this game where I was like, you know what, that was good. I was just, oh man. Haaland did absolutely nothing. Sancho didn't do much. But you won't care because he's coming to Barca. Yeah, Des is more linked to Barca, it looks like, than Bayern. I think Bayern need a right back. I don't think it's going to stop them because they just have so much quality, but I think if they want to compete again as well as they can in the Champions League, I think they're going to need a quality right back because Kimmich is way better as a CDM. But I mean, I don't know what the heck we're gonna need right now. I want a center back and I want a striker and I want to figure out our formation because this was ugly. And they are a tough team to break down, but there was nothing going forward. Sancho was just, I mean, he was on the ball a lot, but he just did nothing with it. It's not like him. Our rapid counterattacks were not there this game. And again, maybe it's because we're gotta get used to playing without Hakimi. He usually starts it. It's everyone last year was probably heartbroken, and he's someone we should have tried to sign permanently. Like, I think he only, like, Inter didn't spend that much on him. I think it was close to 40 million, something along those lines. That's not a crazy amount. I would have took Hakimi over something. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to get all negative. I mean, it's one game. It's a tough game. It's gonna be critical we bounce back from it. Dortmund have a crazy team, but we are easy to win against. Messi leaving. You never come back. Come on, Haaland. Right here. Take a touch. Oh, make a dive, my friend. Fall over. Favre had no strategy this game. He did not. You nailed it. He went in here. I don't know. I'm assuming he just thought the flowing attacking football they would play would break down this formation, but it didn't. The amount of time he threw a ball in the air, in the box, and it was touched by a Dortmund player, I think was maybe once. We keep putting balls in, and they keep getting headed away. Right like that. Brutal. Munich will win 5-2 versus Dortmund at least. It's a passing game. Sancho comes in, takes a touch over Royce. Poor ball. Gets a corner out of it. 2 minutes to go. Very poor effort. That sucks. We're going to have to do a lot of rethinking this game. You got to give credit to Augsburg, though. They had a game plan, which we clearly did not. Oh! And wide. Oh. Sancho aren't doing runs. They had a lot of possession on the ball, but they just kept circling it around top of the 18, swinging it out, circling back. They didn't make those clever runs to get in behind. This back four of Augsburg was not tested like they should have been. And now they're full defense, and it was a well thought out strategy. Kudos to the Augsburg team, but I mean, from what we're expecting from our team, this was poor. At least Schalke's getting relegated. Can't wait for content next week. Oh, Georgie. I'm a little sad right now. Don't jinx it. At least Schalke's getting relegated. I don't want to see them get relegated. I love watching the derbies against Schalke. Yeah, it's going to be tough. Bayern's team is sensational, and if we're playing like this, we need to figure this out. Because this was just poor. And now they break with absolutely nothing to go. A little bit of speed. I think that's Iago. Nice ball. And, oh, poor touch. Where's he looking? Nice save, Berkey. And another save. We have a lot of creative players on the pitch, but nobody's moving, making runs. Yeah, we are. We're hitting a wall. I mean, this is the type of game we needed Brandt from the beginning. We circulated the ball way too much, and like you said, we ran into a brick wall. They had a good game plan. They know that we like playing from the wings, and they let us play from there. And every time we had a ball in the box, I mean, it's Holland. He's the only person we can hit. But instead, we hit those defenders, and they're big boys, and they got a lot of midfielders tracking back as well. And I don't know how many times I saw one of us on the ball, and we're just getting pressed, and it wasn't a game plan that was ever going to work. And now they're holding the play up, and that's pathetic. Whew. Yeah, another game can't come soon enough, and we're going to get another strategy. I don't think we should cut away from the 3-4-3, because that's what we're working at. I don't think the 4-2-3-1 will work any better. And that's the game. I haven't been on Twitter all game. All game. I don't even want to jump on there right now. It's going to be a shit show. Sugar, I swear. Augsburg had a plan to beat us, and we had a plan to win the game. Yeah, I mean, Augsburg looked... And I hope you guys don't jump to the predictions table, because I put Augsburg to get relegated. And that might have been poor, because what I've seen from their two games against Union Berlin and Dortmund, kudos to them. They're shoving my opinions right down my mouth, because that was a fantastic effort from them. That was a horrible effort from us. Nothing worked. What changes do you think Fabre will make for our next game? It's a Super Cup, right? The next game is the Super Cup. Whew. It's tough to go against Bayern. Bayern's going to play in the 4-2-3-1. I would not match them in the 4-2-3-1. I don't think we should cut away from the 3-4-3. I would start the same type of formation. I would start Brandt instead of Bellingham. I would start Royce instead of Reina. And then I'd probably keep the rest of the team the same. Because, I mean, that was poor. Maybe if Piszczek's good, I'd maybe start Piszczek over Chan. But, I mean, Bayern, it's going to be interesting to see what Bayern does. I mean, we need a positive bounce back game, because that was poor. We had nothing going. We fell right into their game plan. We played out from the wings. Every ball was intercepted by the defense, and then we played through the middle. It was so congested. There was just nothing. We need to potentially look for another striker, a big aerial presence, a Mero Mandzukic type player to come in off the bench, because that was awful. And I honestly didn't think that this would be the case. I was expecting like a more of a 3-1 type game, but 4-4-2 formations that a lot of you guys know can be tough to break down, and that was awful. Look at that. 73-27 possession, 16 shots on goal to 6, on target 7-4. We only won 52% of the challenges. Passes completed 91%. Augsburg only had 70, which is pretty high. Having only teenagers doesn't work. With this loss, we have losing against Bayern. What pressure do you think that Fabre is under? I think Fabre is going to be under a lot of pressure. I really do. It's going to be tough to come back from something like that so early. I mean, a lot of the times in the past few seasons, we've had positive starts. Peter Bosch's reign is a perfect example. 6-1-0, 4-0-0, 3-1-1 potentially. This is going to be tough. I mean, we can't give up points so early in the season if we want any chance to compete from the Bundesliga, which is what we want to win. Having only teenagers doesn't work, and you're right. I love bringing teenagers in and watching Reina and Bellingham play, and if we can balance it out where they come in and play the way that they can, and then get Brandt and get Royce into the team as much as they can, is probably the way to go. But we should have a veteran striker instead of Renier. You're absolutely right. A lot of people say Fabre out, but who would we hire? All right, looking at the first one, yes, veteran striker needs to be important. I would give Mandzukic what he wants. I honestly would. I would give Mandzukic exactly what he wants, and I would try to sign him Or, I mean, I don't know, look for an aerial presence. Someone who can come in. Maybe someone with some Bundesliga experience. Because we don't have anything coming off the bench. We have a lot of creativity, but we need someone in the air who can put the ball in the back of the net. And we also need a center back. And at this point, I'd probably take a striker over a center back. And then, looking at Pochettino, yes, I would go after Pochettino if we were to replace Fabra. I would look at Ten Hag, but I mean, he's for Ajax right now. I don't think we're going to lose him. Jesse March is another one that we're linked through from Salzburg, but he's in the team. So, I mean, we signed Poch. That's a win all around, but I don't want to get too negative on Fabra. I really like Lucien. I want to see him turn this around. Matt asked if I live in America. I live in Canada. Canada is where I am from, and it's a very small town of about 1,000 people. I was mentioning that it takes a long time for me to drive somewhere to find another Dortmund fan, so I watch 95% of my games alone. This is the first time since watching a game live that I'm watching it with someone, and it's because our producer's here behind the scenes. Fabra is trash. Fabra is not trash, but he did not come out here with a game plan that worked, and he didn't adapt when he needed to. And we got out-coached. And the Augsburg players looked solid. And they had a game plan. And then, like the person I mentioned in the preview, the person I was worried the most about was Daniel Caligiuri. Because what he can do if they're able to get a set piece. And he did exactly that. Put in a beautiful ball, a little bit poor defending. Maybe Berkey got caught in the back of her net. And then he ran through on goal and scored a goal, which is just a joke. But I don't know. We got a lot of thinking to do, and I got a lot to think about for our 5 takeaways video coming up. But it's going to be a pretty negative episode because I can't honestly think of something positive that I saw there. I mean, we saw a lot of young heads, a lot of losing our cool, no proper movement, circling the ball around and putting nothing towards what we needed to do. And wow, how do you lose this game? Not getting the proper tactics and just getting outmatched. Like, we had a lot of the ball, but they didn't care. They sat there and watched. They're playing in a 4-4-2. It's the hardest formation to break down. Too often, Fabra doesn't have a game playing at smaller teams. You're absolutely right. It's quite funny that we have the least depth in the 3-pack. Yeah. No, you're right. We do need a center back. We do need a striker, but we're leaving it so late. He didn't address these concerns. I don't know if he just thinks Mukuku's going to jump in. Kid's 16. Everyone on here is saying we don't need teenagers. We don't need another Mukuku. I wouldn't touch him in the first team for a while. I maybe let him practice with the boys and get a couple experience, but I want that kid to develop, and I want him to develop through our academy and potentially getting up into our second team. I wouldn't put him in the first team right away. I really like your positivity and optimism, but there's obviously a lack of chemistry between the players. Yeah, no, you're right. I'm trying to be positive because I don't want to just second game. I don't want to get too negative right away. But this game was horrible. You're absolutely right. There's a lack of style, and I think a lot of these players are used to playing with Hakimi. Anyone who watched last year, that's exactly where we're going to go from the middle. We look at Guerrero, we look at Hakimi, that's how we break. Look at any counterattack we have. Hakimi was always in it. And then you have Sancho and Royce. This game was a little different. Munir didn't quite, I'm not saying he had a terrible game, but he didn't quite have that quality. When he got the ball, by the time he got it, because he's just not as pacey as Hakimi, a lot of their defenders were in position. And they were expecting those balls to come in because they let us play out from the side. And instead of that, Hakimi, you can't catch him. If you get set on the break, those defenders don't have an opportunity to get set and clear the balls out, which is... And Hakimi is also very smart. He also could able to pick out a pass, and he can get up there. I don't know how many times you saw the touch to Sancho and another touch in, and Hakimi scored a goal. But say Holland got injured, would we even have a backup striker with Götze gone? Our backup striker, if Holland got injured, for sure would be either Hazard would be first, who's not a striker, and then Brandt would probably be second, and then potentially Royce. They played more of a false 9. Yeah, but that's what we need. No, yeah, you're like we need a backup striker, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Bayern need Götze, George. But yeah, no, Munir had a horrible game of crosses. Everyone did. Like even Guerrero, every cross that went into the box was right on the head of an Augsburg defender. And if you look at a lot of the players that are on the field, the only one who was going to touch that was Holland, and it had to be a pinpoint perfect pass. We really need to improve from here. The crosses and corners and the boxes weren't good. No, we don't, George. Yeah, no, you're right. We had a lot of corners. We had 3 corners in the first 5 minutes of the game, but they were nothing. They were nothing corners. They were right on the head. I did like the one play where Sancho cut it up and then got the ball back, but he just made a wrong decision, and he was kind of looking for a pass, and it got blocked. Reina should be subbed off. Reina didn't have a very good game. Sancho didn't have a very good game. no one really had a good game. I wasn't obviously sure what we were doing. The formation looked all over the place. There was no one breaking from the middle. It was tough. On Insta, the comment section is full of two things: Favre and start Brandt. Favre, I mean, you lose to a team like Augsburg right off the start. Favre is going to trend. It trended before the season happened. It's just tough to replace him. I don't want a Peter Stoger type manager to come in and try to save the season. I'd rather Favre finish out the season, and then if you're going to look to replace him, do it at the end of the year. Unless you're able to get Poch, which I don't know if you are, I wouldn't go for him, because I would keep Favre. But what else do we have here? Yeah, and I would start Brandt. Next game for sure. Brandt has to start. And I think Royce does, and I think Piszczek does. I would start Hazard over Reina. I would start. He probably would have started. Actually, no, he probably wouldn't have, even if he was healthy. But Hazard's out for a few weeks. Looking at player ratings here, I'm going to give Berkey probably a 3 out of 10. I think Berkey was making a couple mistakes, which just made him look a little shaky. He obviously had an error in the goal, which it looked like to me. He didn't come off his line, wasn't very commanding. He would have caused a penalty, which it obviously was offside. Second goal, I don't really blame him, but I mean, he just didn't have one of those games, and it was poor. I'm going to give Meunier a 4. Maybe that's a little generous. I thought he was making runs, which I like to see. He was always making runs, but every ball was poor. And tracking back, he wasn't able to take out Caligiuri, and I mean, it was tough because you could have led to a penalty, and the game would have definitely been over. He had a poor game as well. Akanji didn't do an awful lot either. I think he was to blame for the first goal. I'll probably give him a 4 as well. I'll give Hummels a 5. I thought he was a little bit brighter than anyone else on the back. And Chan, I don't think, did much in that goal. Kind of sat still, made a couple mistakes, playing out from the back as he can do, and I'd probably give him a 3. Guerrero, I thought was a little positive. I'll give him a 6. He was trying to get involved when he could, and we looked like a little bit lost again when he came off. Witzel had a very average game. I'm going to give him a 5. I don't think he did too much, but that's not his goal to start offense. It's to defend and lead the team in the break, and I don't think he did anything too wrong, but I don't think he did anything great. Same as Bellingham, he'd get a 5 for me. Reina didn't do anything, and I think the top 3, I mean, name it 3 or 4, Holland, Sancho, and Reina, they just didn't have one of their games. And the subs, the ones I'm going to look at, Brandt didn't do much of anything. I mean, I think he tried to get on the ball, so I'll probably give him a 4. And then, I mean, Renier didn't do much. I mean, he came on a little bit late. I mean, he didn't do too much. I'd give him a 4, and then Royce probably a 4 too. I mean, the overall performance for me was a 3 out of 10, maybe a 4 out of 10, because we got a lot of the ball, and then Favre got a 1 out of 10. He didn't adapt to anything. He knew exactly what Augsburg was going to do in that 4-4-2. There's no way you thought they were going to break and put the players forward. They were going to defend very well. They're going to have the quality of Caligiuri to try to break some of their and they got 2 goal threats up front, and it's exactly what happened. But I don't know. It was a poor game, and Twitter's going to be erupting pretty soon here. So I don't know. That's probably all I got for today. That was a lot of fun, guys. I really appreciate you guys coming on the stream. I had a lot of fun. Like I said, my first time going on stream and actually communicating with people compared to me sitting, making my girlfriend annoyed because I'm sitting there yelling at the computer. Now I'm going to yell at it with you guys talking to me. And I also got to watch it with our producer, Tayler. So, I mean, it was a lot of fun. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know, obviously, in the comments if you want me to continue doing these types of live stream watch-alongs, because I really enjoy doing it. And I love hearing you guys' opinion. You guys were involved the entire time, and I really support the subs, the ones that we gained through the channel, and I'm hoping to do a lot of content with you guys because I love Dortmund, and I want to keep this kind of content coming, and I want to keep the positivity, because I mean, I'm able to get off of here and go on Twitter, and it's going to be a lot of ugly comments, but it is what it is. I really appreciate you guys' support on the channel so far, and until then, guys, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.